Hello, everybody. I'm Jimbo and coming to you from the stand. Hope everybody's had a pretty good day. We we replaced our equipment here with the modem and router. They got hit last night, um, so should be all brand new and good to go. We shouldn't have any internet connection issues tonight. I'm going to get behind real quick, probably. Hello, everybody. Hello, Everly, E Squared, Banner B, Melinda, Diane, Princess, Sean, A Slinger, Jotty. Hello, Hakuna Matata, Kentucky Rain. How y'all doing? So, I haven't really seen the chat yet. I just came in and said, wait, just give me a couple more minutes. I was on an important phone call. Sure, people have some questions. Some things were taken badly. And I'm just going to tell you, people can take it how they want to take it. There's a lot of history between Ernie Shell and myself. A lot of history. I knew Shelby for like 2.5, 3 months. I don't really know him, but I know Ernie. And I've told you guys for as long as you'll listen, when Ernie's mind is right, which it hasn't been. I mean, it's clear. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. But hell, there's everybody in the world's got an opinion on it. I've got an opinion on it too. But when he's got his mind right, he tries to do good by people. I haven't seen that a lot lately. Than a certain group of people. Hopefully, just like anybody. I mean, we all want to do better, right? And when we started this channel, that was supposed to be the goal, was to have Ernie. Thank you, Hakuna Matata. The goal was to have Ernie, stop acting the way that we saw him acting. And he did that for a few days. I don't remember the dates, but it was just after the McDonald's encounter, and he was taking advice from seems like a very smart lady. And they were, there was normalcy, but his numbers dropped. And my number's dropping now, and that's okay. Like I said, doesn't matter if there's 10 people here or 10,000. That's okay. What we want to see is people doing good things. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter who it is. We want to see justice for Summer Wells. We want to see the exploitation of justice or of Summer Wells stopped. And there's a lot of people doing that. Um, you know, there's a lot of things that people do for likes and subscribers that just I don't understand and I'm not going to do. You know, I'm going to continue to tell the truth no matter what it takes. I've uploaded almost the entire trial, I'm almost through the defense's argument or, case and getting ready to post the closing arguments. I'll have it done in the morning. I'll have it done tomorrow. Um, so it'll be there. Everything, even the boring ass uh, bench conferences. I removed a couple of things that were on there that I didn't realize were on there, and it was and there's been some questions. Why'd you remove it? Well, it was a lady asking not to have to be on the jury because of her sons were in prison, and another one was a parent who their children had been sexually assaulted. If you can hear me, yeah, I'm sorry. It keeps loading. I don't know what it is. Brand new equipment. The service tech came out. We're doing well. Hell, I've uploaded 20 or 30 things from the trial. But anyway, I'm downloading all every bit of it just to show there's absolutely nothing to hide. Who cares? Watch it. Watch every bit of it. I'm going to cut out the scenes that have Mr. King's body in it. For one, it's disturbing, and the family doesn't deserve to go through that if they were to watch. And two, he's naked, so I don't think YouTube would allow it. I think I'd get my channel struck. So I'm not going to put a nude body on for everybody to look at. Oh, thank you, Blue Moon, Kentucky. Thank you. Now, in case you're wondering, Ernie did call me and we talked. It's not going to be any family barbecues anytime soon, and we're not hanging out tomorrow. He told me what he thought. I told him what I thought. I told him I was going to keep telling the truth. Told him I wouldn't lie, and I haven't so far. Yes, he's out of jail, Pepsi Girl. He's out of jail. I think he is in. I think he's in Tennessee. I'm actually going to bring him on panel here in a little bit. You guys can hear him out, cuss him out, cuss me out, whatever you want to do. There's like I said, this is not Ernie and Jimbo joining forces and shocking the world, a heel turn or a face turn, wrestling terms, in case you didn't know that. But see you, Lisa B. But like I said, some people aren't going to like it. But I'm going to keep I'm going to keep telling the truth no matter what it is. I've told the truth about everything. And I'll tell you, when I was on the phone with Ernie earlier, I asked him about the car thing. Like, why is that? That's something he's going to have to explain. I went on Ernie's panel earlier. That Lady May. Yeah, I did. And likely going to put him on panel here for a minute. And, thank you, Bojangles. Like I said, you guys, it's more than YouTube. It's real life stuff. It's more life. It's real life stuff. Hope I pronounced this correct. Jovi's mom, thank you very much. Found you through Ziggy, stayed due to Ernie drama, stole my heart and you and your wife's honesty. I'm here for what you have to share. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I know some people aren't going to like it. Some people aren't going to like it that, listen, Ernie's going to have to face the justice system. And, and he's been arrested for some serious stuff. And that's between him and the law. I can't do anything for him or against him to help him or hurt him. Like, that's the criminal justice system's job. Hey, Jenny Penny, boy, you missed some good stuff. And if you saw Nicolina's show earlier, like right after I got off the thing with Ernie, like, I wasn't trying to be loud. Like, she told me she couldn't hear me. So I put my avatar up and I put my phone up to my mouth so I could, make sure she heard me. I couldn't hear her at that point because, every now and then and Mr. Gumby was talking. So, I mean, there's I'm going to tell you, and people keep saying, what about Ernie trying to stuff your daughter in a trunk? Well, I told Ernie about that just now on the phone when I was talking to him a little earlier. Like when he called me, when he got off his live stream, I told him, I was like, dude, Sarah told me, and I gave the names of her friends, but I said, Sarah told me you asked her and her other friend to get in the trunk while you rode up front with the other one. And she said no. And he said, I really don't remember that. But he said something about a taser joke that they did before. And he said it was probably a joke. I was probably playing around. And that's what my daughter said too. But Lindsay Marie pushed my buttons that night and I came out with it. And I wasn't ever going to say anything about it publicly, but I did. Let's see. Somebody said, he did call me a liar. He called me some other stuff too. He called me fat and ugly. Ernie's the ugly one. But yeah, I mean, it's he's called me a liar. I've called him a liar. I still think Ernie lies all the time. I told him that. I've told him that for years. Like, Ernie, quit bullshitting, man. Look, how many of y'all get supper delivered to you like this? Thank you, honey. No, I've been asking you for sweet tea for an hour. You don't remember? Yeah, I brought you back up in there.
I got Alzheimer's.
But anyway, we are going to, we're going to move forward, and I'm going to keep. I promise you guys, I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to bring facts, and that includes what's going on with Ernie's with his and he can hear me right now. He's backstage, waiting to come on panel and talk. But I'm gonna continue to tell you the truth. I'm going to continue to cover his trial stuff. And if he's lying about stuff, he changed the story, I'm going to call him out for it. I'm not changing me. I don't do that. I'll tell her you need a plate, Miss Arkansas. I'll tell you, we got rice and steak and breadsticks. Yum, yum. Let's see. Betsy Lee. I've never commented on your streams yet because I was new to your channel. I'm coming to my own opinions. I've come to the conclusion you're an honest and humble guy. I think I'll stick around. Thank you. Thank you very much, Betsy. I appreciate that.
I forgot you cat food. I told you that earlier.
Did you not get Stumpy no cat food?
No, and he keeps giving me the egg. Well, I'm scared to death.
Well, run up to the gas station and get him some.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm tired.
Since there?
Sarah's in bed. I spent 3 hours at the grocery store. I forgot it.
Okay.
I'll feed him something.
So I get to eat, but the cat doesn't. Navy mom, don't worry. Don't worry. Listen, I'm 49. I'm a grown man. I can handle myself. I will watch my back. I won't be backstabbed again. Like, you see how I've been backstabbed this week? Like, my wife has spent 2 or 3 days without sleeping much and crying, worrying about what's going to happen with her kids. And, because, they've always told us both that if either one of us cheated, they would never speak to us again, never speak to the cheater again. They would disown us. And that's how much they love us. I know you are, Navy mom. I know you're looking out for me. I know you are. I know you are. Listen, I know everybody that comes to the channel cares about me, well, except for the trolls. And I believe you do, and I've got an outpouring of love that is unbelievable, and I hope it don't stop. I hope it don't stop. Now, now I'm going to tell the truth about Shelby too, and I'm going to call him out when he starts changing his story. And he has. He's changed his story several times. And now that this name has come out and we tried to hide it, mark my words and see if it don't come out a lot more. Mark my words. See if it don't come out a lot more. Princess, Ern hates you. Listen, Princess, I think Ern has a lot of hate in his heart for a lot of people, and I hope he changes that. I mean, let me tell you something. And I used the F word 100 times on Nicolina's channel a while ago, so I'm no saint. But I do know, and I believe in my heart that, Jesus Christ was on that cross. And he asked his Father to forgive the sinners and forgive the whole world if they just admit they were wrong. So I'm definitely not better than Jesus, and I don't think anybody else should say they are. So as long as somebody's willing to accept something and ask for an apology, and say they're going to do right, like, you don't have to be friends. You don't never have to be friends. You don't never have to be a fan of anybody. But, if somebody's going to try to do the right thing and try to be right, try to do better, how can we do what Jesus wouldn't do, And please don't think I'm a hypocrite. I'm just telling you, that's what I believe in my heart. I was raised Pentecostal. I have been a Christian for a majority of my life, and I have slipped, and I use too many swear words now, and I'm ashamed of it. But, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And I'm going to lose subscribers over it, and that's okay. That's okay.
Hey.
Maybe we'll gain some subscribers too. Yeah, babe.
You can thank your son for the stir fry because he came in there and said, Mom,
I'm not
getting stir fry tonight. I've been waiting up for it. I said, I thought you were in bed. He said, no, still waiting on stir fry.
James slept all day. He ain't going to bed. He'll be up in the morning.
No, it wasn't James.
Oh, Hunter?
James don't eat steak. Remember James?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
James made his own supper, but it was Hunter, so that's why he got stir fry and not just breadsticks.
Okay.
But did I get you that sweet tea?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I have pictures of the new Pioneer Woman stuff that Walmart has.
Okay.
They have the bathroom rugs. After we pay the bills,
we'll go get them tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll go get them tomorrow.
A few, and if I don't get them, these hoggies.
There's some people from YouTube that have sent money specifically for Pioneer Woman stuff.
Well,
we're gonna go get it.
Okay, well, these little
And
people
thank you all for doing that.
these people around here think they need it more than I do, and it makes me mad because they don't. But I'm going to lay down. I love you.
Okay. All right. So Ernie's been waiting backstage for a couple minutes now. My wife has brought me some supper, and I'm going to eat with my mouth closed, not like Ern. But I will, I'm going to talk to him here in a minute. I'm going to talk to him in front of everybody for everybody to see. So, and this, like I said earlier, this is not a kumbaya moment. I've known Ernie for 20 years. So I'm going to let him talk to me, and I'm going to throw some hard questions at him. And you guys throw some hard questions at him too. See if you can make him mad. All right. What's up, Ern? Don't porn bomb me.
First off, oh my God, quit that, man. What is a Pioneer Woman? What is that?
Pioneer Woman stuff is like dishes.
Yeah.
This cup right here is. You seen all that stuff that she's got when the last time you were at the house? Was last April? All those flower dishes and.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Is it like home interior or something?
Flower dishes. Yeah, it's just like a certain brand of food, but.
Well, look. Here's the thing. And I was going to, I was going to talk to you about it. I'm not going to let someone do you wrong. Not on your family. I'm not. And like I said before, I know this whole stuff the whole time. You knew that, and I said nothing.
That's why and
that's why, because I won't go that low.
Yeah, that's I won't do that. It's like, and I didn't think you'd go that low, but man, I've seen a different side of you this time that I've never seen you act this way. And I told him, I was like, listen, Ernie's not said anything about this guy. Let's not bring his friggin' name up. And then they take it and act like it's, like I'm hiding something. Well, I was hiding something for a reason. It was to protect my family.
Because I know how hard it was on you. I was there.
I know you were there a lot.
So I'm not going to let that happen because they're taking advantage of that situation. That's wrong, and it's hurting your family, and that's wrong. So one thing that did come up, you talked about the missing the vehicle that was drove or something like that. So one thing I want to do is I'm going to go back through my messages when Lucinda actually messaged me and told me that she was on Shelby's side. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I need to find it. I don't know what date it was when it happened and when all that happened, but you remember she went with us when all this happened. Right?
She drove us to the state police barracks that night to turn Shelby in. Yes,
exactly.
I know that.
And then when
she also said that Shelby left an earring in her car that had a dead girl's DNA on it. She swore up and down it to it.
She flipped out over that.
I know she did. But
I remember that. She flipped out over that. So
go check out one of those videos. It's recent. It was uploaded tonight, actually.
I think you uploaded a bunch of them. I'm going to look at them. I've never looked at them. I've never seen it.
Video in the description.
I'm going to.
And it's got the funeral home video. It shows the car. And dude, it looks like her car. Now you can't see anybody in it. You can't tell.
Can you see the license plate or anything on it?
And you see the front of it coming towards the funeral home. But at best it would be circumstantial. Like let's say they charge you with it, it would be circumstantial. But they use a lot of circumstantial stuff against Shelby's as well. So, but what I'm saying is when I heard that, it blew me away.
What I like to do is, and where she worked at the time, I would love, because, that big old Ison has all those cameras outside, and they keep, data footage of all that. I mean, they have to, in case anything ever comes up or anything. When you drive to their parking lot. I mean, what I'd like to ask her is, how'd she get to work that night and, all that? Because I think I watched the kids that night, and she went to work that night. You know, that's all I can recall over that. I mean, it's been years and years ago. So I would love to see, you know, either when she come in and work or who was driving, it'd be something. I mean, I don't know, because shortly after that, like I said, I got the message. She said, I'm on Shelby's side. And that was, you know, even the woman that said I held a gun to her head. She said, you know, she said, if she wrote the note on my messenger, she said, I told everybody and I told my mom that if anything ever happened, that it was Shelby that done it, because I saved her saved her life that one night when she was she just got her income tax and she met Shelby on Plenty of Fish.
The question.
Go
Beyond
ahead.
Stupid says, in all honesty, why are you prepared to be loyal and do the right thing with this earn, but carry on to fleece everybody else? It's very confusing. Oh, I thought that was to me. I guess that's to you.
Is that me or you? What are we talking about?
It's to you, I guess. It's, in all honesty, why are you prepared to be loyal and do the right thing with this earn, but carry on to fleece everybody else? It's very confusing.
I don't understand what you're saying. I've been the same as, I mean, if I was on panel and you was asking me questions, I'd answer the questions. I wanted to answer the questions. I've always wanted to answer the questions, especially when it came to the car and I got to actually see the car. See, I'd never seen those videos before. Never, ever had I ever seen those videos.
About specifically like the back and forth with Kemper and the back and forth with others. Like, I don't know who all it is, but I know the several in the group that I'm aware of is there's Jamie, Kemper, and well, not today, but there's there's a few, Nicolina.
I don't know those people. I mean, the only one I know is Jamie and you. I mean, like, never met physically, so I mean, I don't know nobody. And I don't have nothing against. I said it in my live today. I have nothing against nobody. I never have, really. You know, it's just I just didn't understand what was going on. But I was seeing something before you brought me up on panel. You guys are like us. You guys have a family. You guys treat each other like family. We do too. It's the same thing. We do too. And something come up, and I can't remember what we was talking about, but somebody said something about somebody said who was supposed to be at the scene of the murder or something like that, and took pictures beside. I don't know what it was that come up. Do you understand what I'm talking about there?
Yeah, there's a gag order on it.
Oh, a gag order.
Yeah. Well, I've told a few people that I'm really close to some actual details that, I was told I would never have to give by Detective Cornett and Parker Boggs. So, because it wasn't really relevant anyway, but, it would stamp that completely out. So, I mean, when I heard that, I knew for a fact that was fabricated. That part, and that's when I told Kemper and her, I'm like, we're gonna keep telling the truth. And Ernie, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna tell the truth, buddy. I'm telling you. I'm gonna cover the band stuff.
Sing it.
I'm gonna dig up what I can, but listen, if it ain't there, if it's not a fact, I'm not gonna say it. And that was bullshit. And I wouldn't be part of it. I wouldn't be part of it.
And is that what they got mad at you for?
I'm assuming so. That, and there's a document. It's I think it's on Nicolina's page and a couple other people's page. I've actually got it, but it's this Detective Pickrell. Do you even know who that is?
That sounds like a Detective Pickle. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Detective Pickrell wrote a statement, and it combined what you said that night when we talked to Detective Cornett with what I said. And we talked to him separately, by the way. But
yeah, we wasn't in the room together. We was not in the room together at all.
In this statement, it says that we were at my house and like we were turning Shelby in for having a gun. Like, that's not what we turned Shelby in for. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, we went up there to tell them he just told us he murdered a man. And they asked us to tell the story, and we saw the gun that Shelby had. And when we said he had a gun, they said, is he not a convicted felon? And we said, yes, he is a convicted felon. So if you'll remember, and maybe you won't, but Detective Cornett said we can use that to get a warrant for him and go ahead and arrest him.
Right. They was going to use that for probable cause. I remember that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting some messages. Go ahead.
So so still, I'm kind of confused, man, about what they're trying to say that you said that ain't supposed to be true. I mean, here's the thing about it. When it happened, everybody, the defense, the whole defense, the people like Lucinda, she was the one that actually, I mean, I'm thinking she drove or something. I mean, she was, I can't remember what vehicle we actually took to get down there. Was it the Tahoe? Was it I did, or was it the, what did we take? I think
we rode in whatever vehicle Lucinda Lay had. I don't know.
Okay, so it was the vehicle she had. Okay, because of the gas and everything. We gonna go there. I remember, but the whole time she was flipping out going down there. I mean, she was like, "Oh, can't believe this! Oh my God!" And I was like, "No, the hell!" She scared the hell out of me, and I was like, "Oh God!" So when we got down there, of course, because she started talking about that earring. That was one of them, the dead woman's earring or whatever. Suppose I remember that shit vaguely. I remember that. But
she didn't go in. She didn't go into the state police post.
No, she never went in at all. It was just you and I. It went in, and you went first or second or whatever, and we went in separately. That's the thing. And here's the thing too. I heard they're saying, because the sheriff, they disapproved a lot of things on what happened. I said because of Marvin Joe was the sheriff, and he had a reality show. That's not my fault. He was the sheriff. He was the sheriff at the time, and the person that I called, we talked to first, was not even the sheriff anyways. It was people who was involved in law enforcement stuff.
Yeah, it was. We called Chris Brewer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you, I said you should call 911, and you said I'm gonna call Chris Brewer and see what he says because he was a sheriff deputy and you grew up with him.
Yeah.
And Chris Brewer called the sheriff, Marvin Linford. And even
then, who else you supposed to call?
Yeah, we didn't meet Marvin Linford. He drove to the state police post, and he was there when we talked to Detective Cornett.
Well, he came in late though. He was late because we was already talking to the detective. I think it was talking to the detective when he walked in. I don't know if he was just out and in this, and he got my phone. He said, "You got things?" I showed text messages, and he was sitting there like, "Yeah." And he started taking pictures or taking pictures of his phone or something. I can't remember exactly, but so yeah. I mean, I remember that. So I don't understand why they're trying to, what they're trying to pull now or whatever. I mean, I don't understand that. But like I said, I want to look through my messengers. I got a ton of messages, but I want to go back and find exactly when they said that.
If you can produce those screenshots of actual messages and between you and her, that would help your story a lot. And I know you weren't on trial, and you keep saying that, but the defense put you on trial, and they did a good job, Ernie. They really did do a good job. When I watched that, and I'm telling you, man, like
I said, I'm not watching it yet.
Like Ernie was there.
Well, here's the thing. I talked to the prosecutor. I talked to the prosecutor, and I talked to his assistants and all that. Since then, and they's like, "Look, dude, you was not on trial. It don't matter. He confessed to murder, and he confessed to all that. You had nothing to do with it." I said, "No, whatever." I didn't even know the guy. I didn't even know who the King feller was, except for hearing about he runs some kind of Eastbrook or something like that. He was the manager or something like that. I never knew where he was at. I don't even think I've even still been over there. I don't even know where it's at hardly. You was trying to explain to me on the video where it was at because I never seen the video. So I'm going to look at it now. I got time to look at it. I'm going to look at it now. But from anything else, but I'll take any question anybody's got. I mean, that's a fact.
We're looking. Somebody wants to know if your website's up and do you have medallions and action figures? Are you doing that with the memberships or?
Not the action figures, but it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks for the medallions, and the website should be up here the next day or so. Remember, I went to jail, guys. I lost a lot of time.
Lost at least 3 days, didn't you?
4 days.
Did they? Did anybody send you anything while you were in jail?
Send me anything? Like, well, you can't get nothing. How are you supposed to get anything?
I was just wondering if anybody gave you soap on a rope.
No, but I tell you what, they gave me some snapperback crackers, and I've never heard of that shit in my life until I got to see them. You would
Maybe
actually
that's-
like them. You would actually like them. They're lemon flavor.
If that's the only place you can get them, I don't want none.
You crazy? Hold on a second. Let me fix my audio. All right. Okay. So I had to fix my audio. It gets robotic. No, I've never heard of them. I've never seen them, but my God, they're good for what it stands up. Oh, hold on a second. Mike Roach. Okay, here's a question for Ernie. If you show up to court and are found not guilty, are you prepared to pay back all the people who raised for you to get out of jail? We're working on that. I'm going to ask what people want. People told me to keep it. People want it back. I don't know. I'm going to look at it and see. I'm going to be done.
Did anybody ask for their money back? Like they said,
No.
when you get out, you want this back?
No, I mean, everybody donated. Man, you know what was amazing, and I didn't even know it till today, is look, when I got out of jail, because the machines was backed up in jail. But they literally raised over $3,000 in like 3 hours, man. That was good. That was crazy.
I believe it. There's a lot of people who believe in you, and that's why I say, man, if you would like focus on being positive about things, there's so many things. There's so many people you can help, like for real. You've never had this kind of actual following or people who believe in you like this, man. Like you have an opportunity. Like really, there's a lot of people who hate you too, man. But you can win those people over, I think, if you be honest and you do the right thing. Hell, man, sometimes telling the truth sucks, but just you only have to tell it once, and then people are like, hell, he told the truth. Move on. Somebody gave me a super chat here. Let me read this. Thank you, Jotty Thompson. Ernie, will you do the right thing by Jeremy and give to him instead of Summer Wells?
I will. And if I knew that was the right, you see, I messaged them.
That is Melinda Best's.
If it is, it'll be done immediately.
It is.
If I did, I didn't know. I messaged like I said. I showed the screenshots what she said to me. I don't care a bit. I don't care a bit.
She sent me the screenshots of you messaging her.
I didn't know it was her. I really didn't. I mean, I seen. You have to understand. I get thousands of messages a day, man. Like now, I mean, my God, it's like freaking crazy. But I don't care. That's my son. I love my son. I've been trying to see my son. I would give anything to see my son. I've showed the screenshots and the messages. I messaged my son.
Right. You're accusing me of your son not wanting to see you. That's one.
I didn't know who done it, and I still don't know. All I know is Kipper messed one of my relationships up, and that's what that is. Anyways, we'll go on with that. I'm trying to be a nice guy and still smile.
Yeah, I know. It's the hard questions are the ones that people want to ask, and when you answer those best you can, I mean, that's all you can do. But and I've been one of the ones, man, like, asking you, man, like, you're raising this money for so many people, and you are. I've been seeing it. Hey, do something for me tomorrow or the next day, one of these days, soon. I want you to do it soon. Go on there and have one, like an hour fundraiser for Jeremy. Just do it. I'm telling you, that would probably.
Well, like I said, I did not know that was her real Cash App. I did not have no idea, and she still didn't admit to me that was her Cash App. You seen it? If you seen it, if they showed you, I mean, you seen it then. Because I don't know. I mean, I didn't know. I do now. I mean, you say now, I do now. But I didn't know who to believe and nothing like that. I don't care to give money to my son. I love my son. Well, and if he needs something, yes, for fact.
I'm gonna tell you.
But I did not know. I didn't. Here's the thing. I was supposed to got my son a money. I tried to get him a Cash App. Okay, so I was gonna get him a card. Well, the thing about it is, when I was going through the process, I was walking him through it, and you have to be a certain age, and you couldn't do that because the age. Well, the age kicked him. The age kicked him. We couldn't even get a Cash App.
She's going to take him and get him an account. I don't know if it's a bank account or what, but she's going to give him 100% of the cash app that comes onto that card because she don't use it for anything else.
Well, here's
She
the
had to go
thing:
look it up.
he can't have his own cash app because you have to be over 30.
Sure.
You have to be. It was something you had to be over a certain age. He wasn't over the age.
Yeah,
when
it's
we was
hers.
doing it.
It's hers, but she's going to give him every bit of it. I'm telling you right now, if you do a fundraiser for Jeremy, you will win a lot of people over. That I know you got a lot of people already, but people that hate you, there's a great many of them hate you because of that reason. Stormy Nights, how are you saving anyone when you're always on YouTube looking drugged? Now the rescue our children thing. That's another thing. Like, that's a catchy name and it's great, but like you are seriously, dude, you're on YouTube 12, 16 hours a day. Are you like, tell us, are you doing something? Like, do you have a project that you're actually working on?
I'm doing a general. Did you ever see my general awareness class?
I did see some general awareness classes that's what I
I'm
was
talking
saying.
about the good ones when I actually shock everybody and I actually do it. Like when I'll do like a 2 hour, but what I'll do is I'll try to do a reality version of it, showing you how it actually is effective and how it works. And, I bring some people on panel and talk about it, but mostly what I want to do is show people the curriculum itself. I've not got to show that yet. I'm not got to do that yet.
Yeah,
And to be honest with you, I don't get much sleep. I don't get none of that. I wanted to do it in reality time version, like be out in Philadelphia or be out in New York City and just showing people. Like I did one time when we was walking around Tampa, and just run into people and just talk about stuff and showing people, what to look for and stuff like that. Hell, I went to Busch Gardens and I was doing that. And and that damn, your buddy, Tamori or whatever, called the damn police on me. And Busch Gardens security, y'all, that shit. She said that I was walking out and I was getting attacked by security. That never happened like that. I was like, where do they come up with this stuff at? Ridiculous.
I didn't even see you at Busch Gardens. I just heard stuff about it. But here's
go ahead.
Another question says, Tina placed lots of blame on Alicia yesterday. Alicia blamed her for money being gone. Do you agree with Tina when it comes to what she said about Alicia?
No, I mean, when it comes to that, she never had no access to no money. Nothing like that. That's why I said Tina and Alicia is going to talk. They need to talk. Like a lot of people need to talk.
I think that's a good idea. They need to talk.
If people would talk first instead of just putting shit out there, a lot of things would go better. A lot would be better. A whole lot would be better. But they don't. They don't decide to do that. That's why when somebody gets something on you or think they get something on you, they put it out there, and then you're like, oh. And then they watch for your reaction. And if you got a bad reaction to it, they hit you even harder with it. Like, and it could be something with your family. It could be something like, I mean, it could be anything. Like my mama just passed away. And, I've heard a lot of things about, somebody said something about me not being on the obituary. Well, the fact of the matter is, none of the grandkids was on the obituary. I heard that. I seen that. I mean, I was like, none of us was on there. Nobody was on there like that. It was determined. It was, go ahead.
Loving Life said, Jimbo, you act scared of the truth about Ernie. I'm not scared of the truth about Ernie. I want to know the truth. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm digging for. I'm asking.
Well, a lot of people, Jimbo knows a lot about me. Here's the thing about it. But there is missing time that Jimbo don't know about me. There's a lot, I may have been, what was it, 18 years, 20 years, but still, the whole time I wasn't with Jimbo. I've had my own times that I was in and out. Hell, I was in Michigan. I was in New York. I was in Philadelphia. I was in Hollywood, California. Well, what is it? Sacramento, California. San Bernardino, California. I've been in Texas. I've been everywhere. There's a lot of times that, and there's probably some missing time. They are missing time. But, that's the way it is. I mean, he don't keep up with me 1,000%. He probably does want to know some answers. And, a lot of the things I say, it is controversial. It is. It's very controversial.
What's the password again?
Password to the old one or the new one? It's
Is that James?
Yeah, that's James. You see him? Come here, James. There it is, buddy. You want me to send you that? You want me to text you that picture?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. James, look down here, bud. Are you froze, Jimbo? Hey. You think he's froze? So I think he's froze, guys. I think Jimbo is froze. So, anybody got any questions? James is like my brother. Now, who's got some questions? Have you seeked any help for your mental well-being like you promised, Jimbo? I've got to do that, guys. I've really got to do that. I got PTSD. That's a fact. I do have PTSD, and I guess I just took over the whole damn show. Snap your fingers, run it through here, put the number 1 up. But everybody, if you can, I'm going to be honest with you. The people that really need money and stuff, donate to them, guys. Donate to the people who need it. I mean, look at poor Jimbo out here, man. He's really going through a time right now. Hell, you guys super chat him. I don't even know what a super chat is. I still don't understand what super chat is. Everybody go in and super chat Jimbo. Everybody go super chat and put a 1 in the chat if you like Jimbo. Put a 1 in the chat if you like him. Put a 1 in the chat. There you go, Sean. What's up, buddy? Long time. 2, 1. Good deal. Everybody should like him. Hell, he is trying. He is trying. There's stuff he don't know and he don't understand, and I understand that. There you go. Good deal. Good deal. You know what? I'm going to donate to him.
Back. All right, let's see.
You owe me $29.99 hosting your show for 1 minute.
I had a super chat that had a question for you, and I'm going to go back and find it. Just a second.
Did you see what I was doing when you gone?
While I'm looking for that, what is the why does Jamie hate you so much, Ernie?
I have no idea. I've still got the screenshots from me and Jamie. I have nothing at all against Jamie. You know, I just wanted to talk to him about a conclusion to it. But, you know, I never got that. I mean, I got a smile out of him when Pee-Pee Mask came up. He went, but that's about it. You know, you're freezing up, Jimbo.
Yeah, I'm on a hotspot. Until my internet comes up. We just got new equipment here, and the internet still. I don't know what the hell's wrong.
Did you see what I was doing? I was promoting you. So everybody give him a super chat. I don't even know what that is hardly.
You know what it is? You made $8,000 in 1 month.
I can't stand super chats. I don't understand it. You got to fill out tax returns and all that, and I'm like, yeah.
I know you don't like paying them taxes. What's
I always pay taxes. You crazy? I am a tax freak, man.
What is the? But when somebody sends you a super chat, you're supposed to highlight it. I didn't know this either until somebody told me. Actually, Josh from the lab has become a friend of mine and has given me all kinds of knowledge about stuff I didn't know.
Well, I wish somebody with me. I don't understand none of that shit.
Well, if somebody gives you a super chat, you're supposed to highlight it and answer and say what they said. So, or ask whatever question they want you to ask.
Okay, so they give you a super. Well, mine don't usually have questions. Mine just when it does that. I don't know. Right. I'm not telling them not to super chat no more. I don't want it no more. I don't want to do it.
Real question.
Well, hey.
You called Jamie a pedo. That's why he hates you. Be honest.
That is not why he hates me. Jamie started it. I got the screenshots. I'll show them to you. I'll send them to you, Jimbo.
Can you say publicly right now that you don't believe Jamie's a pedo?
All I know is what that woman told me, who claimed to be a U.S. Marshal. You forget about that.
She's not a U.S. Marshal, right?
Buddy, as far as I know, she's not. It was checked out, and she's not. And I apologize. I apologize to Jamie for that.
Okay, so you did apologize, so you were wrong.
I did. But here's the thing. Before she even started all that crap, it was way before. He did. Let me show you what he did to me. When all this shit happened, and we didn't know it was Jamie. I figured out it was Jamie because he had his cell phone showing his computer screen, and he would sit here shake it every once in a while. And every once in a while, he'd go to his Facebook in the corner, and it said Jamie. And I see Burry Hill, and I'm like, ain't no way, it's somebody else. And then he made that music song or whatever about it. And then next thing you know, it was all hell, you know. Then next thing you know, he learns how to use StreamYard. And I was like, oh, shit.
Claims of pedophilia is bad, man. Like if you don't have proof on somebody, man, that's a bad thing. You know that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's all I'm going to say about that. Here's all I'm going to say about that. Listen, he may not be on record right now for it, but there are people who says otherwise. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't believe it, brother. I just don't believe that. Now listen, Shay,
No,
she must be one of your favorites. Ernie, have you ever been held at gunpoint? How much do you miss missing me while you were in jail? And there's a smiley or laughy face. So you've been picking on Shay?
No, but you know I've been held at gunpoint.
You've been held at gunpoint.
Yes.
Recently?
Yes.
Okay, there's your answer.
Is that,
Justice Janie, I don't know how you pronounce that, but what happened with the van?
Hold on a second. The hell? Oh, it's over here. My phone is. Which part? What do you want to know about it?
What do you want to know about the van?
Well, I've got the screenshots. They got me for receiving stolen property, which, I think it's going to be a different story when all these screenshots come out, what actually happened, because I let everybody know. I let everybody know what was going on. And that is under investigation right now. So it's kind of like, you guys will find out. Go ahead.
See, there's a super sticker. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that.
Now, how does that work? It's super sticker. Do you give them something back?
I think it's just a gift, I think.
Okay.
1111 thought you were going to kick his ass, man. Who said I ain't? Who said I ain't?
Who's kicking whose ass?
I'm going to kick your ass.
Well, I'm whooping your ass too.
Well, we'll see. You
Well,
know where I
on.
live, sort of.
And then we'll both whoop Kemper's ass.
I'm
just playing. Hey, hold up.
I told Kemper, like he said, Ernie won't sign to fight me. I'm like, yeah, I bet he would.
But, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, that's still a fact. 1111. He don't trust that van. What's the deal with this, man? Now, a lot of people want something from you, like from your mouth. What's the deal with the chip, the super soldier chip?
Chip.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. Oh, my brain chip. You guys do know I went to Arkansas, right? Or Texarkana. Sorry about that. And had a shop and stuff like that. Did you know that, Jimbo?
I did not know that.
I'll have to show you the screenshots on that, and let you go from there. But and I seen seriously.
Ernie,
go ahead.
Serious question right here.
Go ahead.
You can look me in the eyes, or you can look wherever you want to look. But
hey, you gonna put it up?
I'm up. What do you mean put it up?
Oh, is it a question from the? I can't see the chat.
No, I'm asking. Somebody
go ahead. Okay.
Did you help Shelby kill Ronnie King?
No.
Were you there at all?
No, never been there.
Have you been to Ronnie King's house?
No.
Princess, I missed the super chat. What is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go back. Whose did I miss? I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this. I need a helper.
How many people is actually in here right now?
607.
607. Wow, man. Congratulations, bro.
We've been getting 400 or 500 every night.
I understand. I know the meaning. Everybody donate to Jimbo. What is your Cash App, Jimbo?
I don't even want to put it out there, man.
You should.
No.
You're doing a good job. You're taking your time, right? You're taking your time and discussing things.
I try to.
I mean, you're interviewing a cult leader right now.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, like I've said that myself. Like it seems like you're a cult leader. Like it really seems like it, man. Like, I'm telling you, like, no matter what is said, no matter what is said, no matter what is done,
You should be paid for that, man. Hell,
like it looks like a cult. I mean, there's some of those people who have nothing but no matter what's said about you, like they're on Ernie, like like it doesn't matter. See,
wait a minute, here's one. Hey, you skipped one, man. You skipped a good one. Lori P. I'm just here for Ernie. Love Ernie. Something about a crotch shot. I don't even know what the hell.
What about the shade? Or all about the shade says, what made y'all start keeping recordings and screenshots on each other for so long? You talking about me keeping recordings and screenshots on Ernie? I haven't kept them for so long. I never delete anything. Once all this started going down, I went back and started screenshotting them.
I got a question for you. So when did this start with you and the fallout or whatever happened? Because I just heard about this like vaguely, like literally, like somebody in the chat said, you and fuck, what is his name? You and Kipper, not friends no more. I don't even know what it was, but anyways, somebody told me that, and then they sent me a bunch of messages. And then somebody sent me a video of you. I guess it's this morning or today or yesterday, maybe yesterday, a couple of days ago, something like that. How long ago was it? I was in jail. Remember? I don't know.
It was the day you went to jail.
So what happened? I mean, what was the deal? I mean, like literally, like what started this and that? Shit just fell apart, or just
I don't know, man. You'd have to ask Kemper. Like he wouldn't respond to me, and then next thing I know, they have a live stream and they're saying that I'm hiding Josh Shanks' name and wonder why.
Oh, okay. So that's what it was right there, right? That version. You don't have to say nothing. Okay, hell.
That's what happened.
You know I knowed about this for years and years and years and years. I didn't bring it up. No way.
Ernie, why do you do hand signals? That's a question people want to know. Like, why do you always gesture with your hand and do this stuff? And
well, have you seen me do it today?
A couple times.
Not in this live hero. I mean, I talk shit like that, but like when I actually do the, whatever it is, I actually have people on cue that record and stop and do all this shit when I want it to, and it's pretty cool. But that's the reason. It's all tactic. It's all motions. It's all what it is. It's alert signs, and it's they know about it. They know what to do. I haven't done it none in this video right here. I mean, I'm really talking from my heart right now. Jimbo had a pretty good message, and I'm not going to let him get run over by some bullshit about somebody's family, because I understand what to do to his kids. I really do. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to do that, because I know what it's like to have someone cheat on you. I know what it's like I know what that heart pain is. And I just don't agree on that. And I've told you that. I've been honest with you. Go ahead.
Ernie?
Next question.
All right. Now, I told him I already asked you this on the phone, but I told you, my daughter, Sarah, told me that, and I'm not going to say the girls' names,
right.
But told me that you asked her and one of her friends to get in the trunk while you rode up front with her other friend. And Sarah.
And I told you I didn't remember that until she said something. But we played a lot of jokes. One time we played a joke that I would come out of asylum or mental house. I don't know what it was. And we was driving down the road, had her friends in the car or something like that. And all of a sudden I freaked out or something like that with it. But that was a joke, and we all had that set up. So I don't know. It might have been something like that. I don't know. I would have never done it like on person or like that right there, like something too crazy or something like that. But we was always joking around. So I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember that. I don't. I would say if I did, but I don't. I mean, people kid around and shit. We've always kidding around. And she said we was kidding around. So I don't know. I really don't remember though.
Hello, Downtown Trina. Good to see you back in here. You said Jimbo was bold-faced lying about it. And
well, at the time, when the way he was putting it, like being a malicious act. No, I never committed a malicious act. Go ahead.
You called the DCS 800 number and asked them if I should be picked up for being negligent to my child because I didn't report it.
And they told me to fill the paperwork out. Did I fill the paperwork out? No.
No, but you called on your YouTube channel. That was, what's the deal with that? Oh,
I was mad as hell. That's what the deal was. I didn't know what the fuck you was going to do. I was sitting here like I was tired of that shit, man. I'm like, damn, dude, it's ridiculous. When that come out, I'm going to tell you how mad I was.
Not as mad
I've got
as I
this
was.
little, wait. I've got this little stuffed animal meerkat, right? And I've got Kemper wrote on the damn thing anyways. And I'm telling you, I had that damn thing and I was sitting there like, this right here. No, I was playing. But I didn't know I didn't know about that, man. Until when you said that, I was like, what in the I was mad as hell about that. I didn't know what was coming out of it. Go ahead.
Alex B wants to know what happened with the membership money and the $8,000 super chats on YouTube. Did you get that money on YouTube?
I've got. Wait a minute. No, I ain't got it. I had to fill out a tax thing first, and it ain't came yet. But the memberships, I've got. Well, a lot of patrols, of course, emailed a lot of it, but the memberships and thing they're being collected and everything. And 4 to 6 weeks, I told everybody 4 to 6 weeks. Everybody's in agreement with. There have been 1 or 2 people that said, "Oh," but they was trolls anyways, you know. And I'm still doing what I said I was going to do. You know, the website's getting built, and that's fine. You know, I had to take 2 days off because I was getting the photos to put on there. We had to have high definition photos. You don't want nothing that's just blurry. So it took a while to get photos and stuff. And
Hakuna Matata 89 wants to know, why do you continue to allow Tina to control and manipulate you? She's no good and she is nasty to people until she wants something from them. That's from Hakuna Matata 89.
But you have to know the person. You have to know the person. And she don't manipulate me. I mean, I'm my own person now, guys. I'm my own person. You know, I've had people in the past that try to manipulate me and try to do things, but I do things my own way now. Like I said, I mean, I wouldn't be that cult leader like you all say if I didn't. I mean, cult leaders don't have people that run with them or whatever. They have run over them. You know, I'm not that old, but I'm not a cult leader. You know, I do teach a good message. I mean, if you guys stay tuned, you know, you'd hear it. If you guys go back to some of my channels, you go ahead.
I'm like Sarah's in bed, but I'll take a clip of this, and because you called her a liar. You said she was a liar. You ready to apologize for that?
If I called her a liar, I'll apologize.
You did.
But she needs to understand if she said it was just playing, it was just playing. And that's what people need to say too. People need to take that into consideration.
I've said that.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. See, I didn't even know that. See, that's what happens when you don't talk to people, okay? When you just let things just play out, whatever, because I don't watch stuff. I don't watch, there's 3 channels that I watch, literally. And I can't stand Matthew Kemper's voice, first off. I would never watch that because of that. I can't stand his voice at all. So it is. Go ahead.
Downtown Trina's Tina blamed your publicist for your Cash App and PayPal unable to get to, but
like I said, they're going to talk. They're going to talk. No,
Ernie said that earlier that—that's not a fact. You want to go ahead and say it again, Ernie?
It's not a fact.
That your publicist
never had. She don't have no control of nothing like that. She does not have no control of anything like that. My publicist does gigs and does things for me, you know, other than PayPal and stuff like that, Cash App and all that. I've already talked to her. I said they both need to talk, and everybody needs to talk and straighten shit out. And that's what I said. Don't put it out there unless you got the facts. Check it twice, cut it once. Go ahead.
You know that's a carpentry thing, right? It's
measured. It is a carpentry. It's a life thing, man. It's a life thing. I've learned that.
Banner B says you do all this stuff for the drama because it's all for more views.
I don't know. I don't care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. I don't care about that. I care about telling what's going on and getting awareness out there. That's all I really care about. That's why I said I'm not into drama no more. But I did see him getting attacked, and I'm like, that ain't right. And that's just me. That's not anybody's.
Now about the, as far as that goes, like for real, I know this drama thing is everywhere you go.
I wish I'd known about what he's talking about.
People,
go ahead.
There's so many people, like I said, like it's a big circle of people, and until Monday they weren't, fighting with nobody else except you, and you were the common denominator. But what I'm saying is, if you want to avoid that drama and actually do something, with rescuing children, or even if it's just, not actually physically rescuing children, even if it's just general awareness, then stick to that 100% and don't do the drama. Like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to argue with. I'm not even going to say their name. I'm done with it.
You learn a lot from YouTube, man. A lot from YouTube. And like I said, I've only been on YouTube like almost 3 months. That's it.
Once
And you ain't been on there long. You ain't been on there long.
Yeah, but once YouTube's done, like it won't affect my life. Most important thing in the world to me is right here in this house with me. Like if I was banned from YouTube today, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Well, that's the thing.
I would miss my camaraderie with the people that I've met here.
No. What you should do is continue what you're doing. You said something before, it really made a spark. You should go after people who who are wrong. You really should. I mean, I agree on 100%. But you should, if you're taking your time, and you're doing all this and doing all these discoveries and all this digging up information, you're taking time away from your family, obviously, but you're also taking time away from your daily life. You're taking time away from anything and everything you got going. And I think, if people want to pay you, let them pay you. I mean, that's just as simple as that. It's their choice if they want to or not. It ain't nobody. You don't get on here. You don't say, hey, here's this, give that. I have seen YouTubers say, hey, throw $1 or $2, throw $5, $10, whatever you can. Remember to donate, and they got millions of subscribers. So you can imagine what those people are making on this. I mean, literally. I mean,
there's people who make a lot of money, no doubt about it. But what's the Hawaiian Hula Girl 21 wants to know, Ernie, why did you get in a fight while in jail?
Sorry about that.
Did you hear it?
Well, you're robotic.
Can you hear me now?
You're robotic. It may be me.
It may be me. Let me check, see if my internet came back up.
I got it. Is it working? Mine's working, I think.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Yeah, I'm gonna unplug my modem and see if I can get it to come back up. But all right. But Hawaiian Hula Girl wants to know why you got in a fight in jail.
Well, I mean, we're working on that right now. I told you later on. We'll talk about that. How do they know I got in a fight in jail?
I don't know.
You see,
Did you say
I
it?
never said that. How do they know I got in a fight in jail? There you go. Anyways, it was a good one.
MK Ultra wants to know if you ratted to get out of jail.
No, I didn't. I said they paid $5,000 to get me out.
Hello, Pitbull Mama 67. How are you? Is it April Fool's already?
I believe it is.
Hot diggity dog. It is.
I was getting ready to get you too, man, and I said, damn, it's 12 o'clock.
Mandy, I do back my daughter 100%, no matter what. Absolutely.
Okay, so somebody said, how many child predators did we take down? Well, I mean, how many child predators did we bust? I mean, we was the #1 predator hunting team in America. We had the most of everything. Here's something else too. Matthew Kipper says I bought views on TikTok. I never bought a damn view on TikTok.
Have you bought any on YouTube?
No, we had a celebrity on TikTok who seen, and I remember the post. I screenshot it, and I may still have it. And they said these people here are doing something good. Everybody get behind them. And then the next morning it was like 200,000 views on that one video. Then it was just like, oh my God, it was like an overflood of everything that come in. I mean, here's the thing. Think about how much money it costs to buy 5 million views. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. I mean, that's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, guys. So, Ernie said he got in a fight in jail. He said I was set up in jail. I don't know what happened with jail. I know jail, you froze, Jimbo.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, you're froze, bro.
I'm here.
Okay, you're there now. It was like glitching out. What did you change to? Is it Spectrum?
I've always had Spectrum. But
that's what I thought. I mean, what they do
right here is actually a hotspot. I'm using a mobile hotspot because the brand new router is not working. So,
oh wow, that sucks, man.
I traded in today. Hold on, we got to. And Ernie, you need to pronounce this right. This is my crotch.
Anonymous.
That is my crotch. My crotch. Ernie, why do you always make it seem like there's are way more people in your lives than there are? You know, we can see how many people are watching, right?
What are you talking about? I have exactly what I say.
You usually say like for instance, there's been a couple times you said we got 500 people in here, and there was actually like 380 something. Like you must be
No,
saying a different
no,
number.
I've never done that. I've never done that. What it says on my screen is different because what it does is it puts Predator Hunter Nation and Operation Rescue Our Children or Operation Rock in the same thing because we're running two streamlines. And then the thing about it is we're running more than that. You guys don't see it. You guys don't see what we're doing that we're doing differently than anybody else. You don't understand what all we're doing. You know, when you have them certain other you got a way to stream 30 different channels. You guys don't understand that. And that's what we're doing. But we're streaming from another media source, and you guys don't even see that. But anyway, you just disappeared, man. That was a magic trick. You need to quit that shit.
Well, I'm back.
I know it went like it glitched, man. I was like, yeah, Lord.
Ernie, you really dodged the question. Where's the membership money? Do you have membership money for your website?
I mean, membership money from my website.
Your website, the $20, $50, and $100 memberships. Do you have any money from that?
Yeah, I have money from that.
Jimbo,
we got all
you're allowing him to sit on your panel and tell the same lies, and you know this. Don't allow it here, please. It's bothersome.
It was glitching out. Sorry. Go ahead. What?
I said, Arkansas says, Jimbo, I was with you, but you're allowing him to sit on your panel and tell the same lies. You know this. Don't allow him.
What lies am I telling? I mean, so you're telling me that it's because Kemper or whatever said what I'm saying is lies. You guys are going to believe that shit. That's where you're going to mess up. That's where you're going to mess up. You just disappeared, Jimbo.
I did disappear. I'm trying to hook the motor back up.
I mean, it literally just like that gone.
I walked away.
So automatically, everybody thinks it's lies.
Well,
there you go.
I mean, you have told some lies, man. Like, you know, you've been dishonest, and that's why
That's
people
what you all say. That's what you all say, and you know, that's you all. But that's all. But anyways, you know, like I said, I came because I seen, you know, you was getting attacked, and that ain't right. Your family life ain't got nothing to do with YouTube, and that should never ever be even brought out. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Hey, let tell you what, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get off here, and you do that live for Jeremy and raise some money for him. And now that
I know that's real, I'll do that. I will. But the thing about it is, here's the thing. Let Mr. Kemper know if he'll ever sign a paper or whatever. I'm all game for that.
I don't talk to Kemper, but yeah, so I'm sure somebody will get it to him.
Oh yeah. Well, have fun, guys, and I appreciate you guys. You guys are more welcome. Here's something else too. If you're a fan of mine in here, and you're a friend of mine, and you haven't subscribed to The Stand, subscribe. I can say that. Subscribe. So there you go.
Appreciate it.
How's that,
buddy? But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to dig up everything. I've told you that from day one. Like, you know, this is and when you do with the things that I said that
I'll be like Ronnie. I'll be like Keith or what's his name? Keith Rice told Bobby on Lizard Lick Towing, dig for him, dog, when he throwed the handcuff keys.
Hey, she says, or the lab says, please give back Candace Wells' donation to your bail. She needs that to help find Summer.
What was it?
Candace Wells donated to your bail. He said, please give that back. She needs that to help find Summer.
Well, what I was going to do is I was going to donate my hat and raise money for the hat and put it in the Summer Wells thing for the recovery of Summer Wells. I was going to do something like that. We're going to talk about that. We got a whole team to talk about things, what we're going to do.
Ernie, you told everyone you got in a fight on live this morning. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen more than you talk. Think first.
Well, I was probably talking fast. Yeah, I did get in the fight. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. What did the lab say? What did the lab say? He gave you a donation. What did he say?
That's the one that said the Candace Wells thing. Give that money back to Candace that she donated, and because she needs it. And I agree with that, man. Like she cares enough about you give you that money to get you out of jail, then you should.
I didn't know. I didn't even know she donated a while ago. I didn't. I mean, they told me. I mean, I had to figure that out. But yeah. But I'm not gonna say nothing about the lab. We'll see him soon in person, so I'll talk to him then. Now, any other questions?
Lab, did I miss it, Josh? Was that? Did I get it? Did I get it asked?
He said, "Ask my question." What was he talking about?
I think that was the one, the Candace Wells. Let me see. Let me see if he messaged me. No. Hang on. We might have it. I might have a picture of it. Hang on just a second. Yeah, that was it, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I answered it right off the bat. I mean, hell, I didn't know.
Please give back that money to and also, man, do that live tomorrow and raise money for Jeremy.
I'm going to. I'm doing now that I know that is real. I will do that. I will do that. I don't care a bit to do. I don't care to do whatever I need to do.
Missouri Mama, what question you want for me? I'm sorry I missed them. Go ahead and tell me what it is now. I'll ask you right now. I'm gonna skip to the
You see what I'm talking about? My chat goes so fast, man. Like it, and I can't even catch it sometimes. I mean, I'll try to catch it, but like right now, there's 230 new.
I'm waiting on. I'm just gonna wait for Missouri Mama. It'll be the last question, and we'll ask that, and then we'll dismiss Ernie.
Can I dox Trina right now?
No, we don't dox people here. We don't do that.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it. It'll be nice.
Trina's one of the best mods on YouTube, man. That's a fact. Trina in Arkansas, good mods. Actually, all of our mods are great. Jenny Penny.
For you guys, I mean, hell, whatever the agenda is, right?
What agenda? No,
I know, but I'm just saying beforehand. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff. I mean, like, and I ain't saying you. I'm saying others. I mean, I'm not gonna say no names because I signed some stuff saying I wouldn't do it, so I'm not going to. So I gotta be nice.
Please, somebody send me one of Missouri Mama's questions. I really want to get a question for her.
What does she ask? I'll answer whatever.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find. I want to get one of her questions, at least one. I promise you, I didn't skip it on purpose.
You see, everybody, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't care. The feds are coming for taxes. You owe them for your e-begging. Oh my God. First off, I've never begged for nothing. No money at all. People donate. People are allowed to donate. You know that, right? Even the feds told me themselves. There's no shame in having a Cash App, okay? Or a PayPal. There's nothing against the law there, guys. But you know what is against the law? You guys constantly harassing. That is against the law, but that's all I'm saying. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, Ernie, that goes both ways. Like the harassing goes both ways. Like,
what's her question? What's her question?
I'm looking for it.
I was looking for it too. I couldn't find it. Don't worry. I answered one of her questions a while ago, I thought.
I don't know. Oh, here we go. Nope.
Go ahead.
One. Shoot. That's old. Maybe she said that.
Every time, go ahead.
So maybe she said that more than once. If she's asked a new one, I'm way back. Like I'm looking at 1227 now. There's so many questions, so many.
The chat's rolling like it's right here.
Yeah, I know. Nobody's showing me.
I mean, in the chat, you usually have.
But Ernie, the thing with you, like, see, man, you can't attack people. Like, even if they have an opinion on you, man, that's their
right. That's their opinion. But you know what ain't their opinion is.
You can't accuse them of being criminals because they're
it's illegal to attack an actual operated licensed business when they say that everything's fake on YouTube with Cash App and PayPal. That's illegal. I found that out. So, with little, I ain't gonna say the names. They know who it was and know what's going on with it. Which we got it all figured out. But anyways, let me ask you a question, man. Honestly, be honest with me.
Go ahead.
You're glitching out.
Go ahead.
In the mornings time, we do a show where we actually help people. We really do.
I've seen that, but I've also seen some of your like longtime followers, and it makes me question it. Like,
Well, I understand that, but then like the guy the other night, I can't remember his name right off the bat. Yeah, Jimmy or whatever that went on to another panel. That guy really needed help, and we helped. We helped him. And if you need help, Jimbo, anytime, like I said, I come to help you on this because I don't like your family being destroyed by bullshit. It don't even be on YouTube, but it is on YouTube. YouTube's a different kind of animal. I'm learning that just now. I'm learning that people can like you 1 minute and hate you the next, and it can happen within a second, within a microsecond. You not even know what the hell's going on. And all of a sudden find out, hey, Lord, they're talking about, because it's all about that. And I'm not about that at all. I'm not. That's why I never even named.
Did anybody
anything
find
about
Missouri Mama's questions? Any of them?
I've looked all the way up. I was scrolling up a minute ago and didn't see shit.
I swear I hate that. I hate that I missed, and she thinks I'm ignoring her. 'cause I'm
Somebody
not.
said, wait a minute. Somebody says I'm not licensed. Licensed into what? What do I need to be licensed for?
Are
Somebody
you
tell me.
allowed- you said you're licensed business.
I am licensed. I just turned the EIN in. Yeah, literally.
What?
And
That's
I'm
what?
waiting on, what's that? Rescue Our Children is licensed. It's a
License is
LLC.
what?
It's a LLC, Florida.
That don't.
Uh,
You can get an
But
LLC.
I'm turning the EIN. Yeah, I'm working on it. I got. They sent me some paperwork for an EIN, and I got to turn in a tax thing for YouTube and all that. Did you have to do that? Do you still? I don't understand that. I don't understand the YouTube super chat.
Anytime you make money, you have to pay taxes, brother. That's
I ain't
fact.
talking about that. I'm talking about for YouTube. I don't understand. I didn't understand none of that. I know that. I know now, but I got to turn in the EIN number. And
It's your social security number.
Well, right, but
your mom said, "Well, he just said he doesn't care about his subscribers." You did say that earlier.
I don't do it for the subscribers. I don't. I ain't worried about that, and they know that. I have a lot of subscribers. I have thousands of people behind me, literally.
That's what I was saying earlier. It doesn't matter what you say about them; they're still going to be there. Like it's a cult.
It ain't a cult. It ain't a cult. Come on.
It seems like a cult, man.
It's not a cult. It don't seem like a cult. Hell, that's like saying something stupid. No, these people love what we do because of what we help people with. And there's a lot of people that comes on there with illness and everything, and we help them. Look, I actually took out of my own and paid this guy's electric bill for his son. He hadn't had a house in 3 years, and helped him get in his apartment. We paid that. We did that. Here's the thing, and here's what you guys should do, Jimbo. And I'll be honest with you. If you set your Cash App up, use yours, and then tell people, donate $1. If you're getting 400 people in here, donate $1 or $2, and then you take that money. You would have 3 or 4 people every day in the mornings. That's what we do. Now, have I put in other monies? Yes, I have by myself. I've done it. And just to make sure they get over on, it's just enough. But the big picture is not to help them, for a limited time. It's to put them permanently on their feet. Help them get a job. Help them get this. Help them get that. That's what you're supposed to do.
Listen, that's a touchy thing, man. Like, you are you vetting people? Are you having anybody that wants to come up on panel and tell you a sob story, and then now they could be drug addicts, they could be.
Well, here's the thing. You're right, and a lot of people was being sent over from different channels. A lot of them was.
And that's now, there's a better way to do things, like, and all this money you're taking on Cash App. That's another reason why I don't. If somebody wants. My Cash App's been up there. People know it. If they want to send to it, they can. But you're talking about the taxes after $600 in Cash App, which you've already went over that. You got to start paying taxes on that, and you will be sent a thing from the IRS. Now, some people said your Cash App was in your mom's name, and if your mom has a check and you're taking Cash App donations in her name, you're going to screw her. You need to know that. That will ruin her check.
Who's that? What are you talking about there? I couldn't hear you. It was cutting in and out. Sorry about that.
Let me see if my internet's coming back. No, it's still. All right. Yeah, it's like if you put your mom's information on a Cash App and she gets some kind of a check, then once you get that, once you start over $600, that's going to show on her. She's going to get a bill for that for taxes. And if it's a certain amount of money, she's going to
here's
lose
the
your
thing.
check.
My mom's name ain't on the Cash App.
Okay, well, that's
That's the
just what
difference.
people were saying. Like, I'm just telling.
Be quiet. Okay. So you rose right now, Jimbo, or something. I don't know. God Almighty, there's 420 questions. Is he froze?
I have a question.
All right, Ernie, I got shitty internet. So can everybody hear me now? Are we back or no?
Yeah, I'm back. What's up, man? I was waiting on you.
All right. Listen, man, we're going to go ahead and cut this out. And,
Good deal.
buddy, just, take care of your business with your legal troubles and do that thing for Jeremy. I think that'll show a lot of decent things for you. Man, people still want to see you change, and until you do that, and it's just like you got triggered earlier, and you started saying, "Well, I'm a business, and people are attacking me, and it's illegal." That's that's the thing that I mean, I lose my cool too, but you can't go on the attack and actually attack people and say things like, well, it's illegal to do this, and that's threatening them with legal action. Like, just
the thing about it is, it ain't a threat if you're doing it. But I'm not attacking nobody right now. I was being sincere. I was being nice and everything about everybody. People's got a right to the opinion about whatever they want to believe, and that's they can hate me, they can like me, they can do whatever. And the fact of the matter is, if like you said, action speaks louder than words, and that's what I'm doing now. So I do appreciate come up on the panel. I had fun. I really have.
Did you see Josh in person, the lab?
Do what?
Josh from the lab. Have you ever seen him in person?
I don't know I don't even know where he's from. I really don't even know where he's from. But I said I'll see him in person later, and I will. We'll be on a panel. What?
You said you would see him in person.
Yeah, I mean, he said once time we was going to bump into each other or something. I heard him say it on his thing, and he said he didn't know about all that. And I really don't care too much about it. So, I mean, if he wants to be on panel, he goes to come on my panel, whatever the deal. I want to talk to him, but I ain't got nothing against him. I ain't got nothing against nobody, to tell you the truth.
You can't threaten everybody all the time.
I'm not threatening nobody, dude. I'm not threatening nobody. I said I would see him. I mean, on panel, okay? That ain't meaning seeing him like whatever. I mean, like here it is. That's what I call in person. Me and you're in person right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with my people and
do that because
it's still gonna be the same way, man. I'm not gonna take part in lying, but I'm gonna.
I think you're going to come to find out a lot more than what's going on, and I think when you see what's actually really going on, you'll find out more. But I can't wait to hear this surprise witness or whatever it is they got, or something I've heard. I don't even know. I mean, I can't wait because it's going to be good. That might be another episode. You never know.
Yeah. Well,
But
okay,
let me
man.
know when that happened. Let me know when they what the gag order or whatever the deal is.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be all over YouTube. I'm sure it'll be
Okay,
there.
well, I can't wait for the next chapter, man. Next channel, next chapter. So that's good and everything. So I did tell everybody, if you're my fans or my friends, whatever, subscribe to Jimbo, help him out, do what you can. So I appreciate you, man. Be safe, man.
All right, man.
Everybody be good. See you guys.
Okay. I know it's kind of upsetting to a lot of you people. I've been getting messages left and right, and yeah, I mean, and the messages I'm getting are, he's manipulating, he's telling lies, like, you know, you know, I felt like I needed to try to do something good and try to help him, but I don't know. It's I felt like it went in one ear, went out the other ear, and yeah, I know, Mama too. I seen that too. Um, it's upsetting to me too, guys. Believe me. Um, I are Ernie and me friends? Not anymore. I mean, that's just the way it is. And you know, stormy nights, yes. And he's been that way for a couple of years, and before that, he wasn't that way. So, you know, I don't know. I don't understand a whole lot of stuff that's happening. You know, it's it is what it is. Um, I hope too many people aren't mad over just having him on the panel, and um, you know, I mean he did go on his live and set the record straight about a couple of things. So um, I Jeannie Penny, I wasn't trying to let him attempt to manipulate anybody. I mean, he's the same Ernie. He was doing the same thing he's always done. And if you expect anything less, I mean, the only attempt is to change it. And that's what I attempted to do. And it didn't take, I mean, he won't, I don't know, he won't change. He won't admit. And, any problem that people have, any issues, whether it be drugs, alcohol, um, behavior. Yes, ma'am, I will check with Jeremy's mom. I'm going to. I'm going to check with Jeremy's mom and see if he does that for her. And you guys will let me know. You guys will let me know. Yeah, Bannerby, that's right. He, and you can tell. People can tell. And I feel like people here are, I don't know, immune to him trying to say his stuff, like immune to him trying to be, I don't know, trying to spread his falsehoods. Billy Bogart, let me read this. Jimbo, how would you like to attack every day for the past couple months? You would feel the same way. Stop the bashing everyone of anyone. And that's that. There was no bashing attempt going on here. I'm just, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's I let him try, and nothing changed. Nothing changed. I talked to him on the phone earlier. Uh, it's and I asked him about the stuff with my daughter, and he somewhat admitted it. He won't never admit it, but he's like, well, if I did, we were playing. I'm sorry, and if I told him to apologize to my daughter. He said, if if I did, then I'm sorry. So it's not a real apology. It's not. I know Jenny Penny. I know he's hurt a lot of people here, and a lot of people came here to feel safe, and they are safe here. Like he's not coming here and being like, you know, he's not going to be regular here. He's not, you know, that's not going to happen. There was, and people talking like, you know, I don't know. What do you do? I mean, I was, you know, I thought I had real friends, and then they viciously went after me. So what do I do? You know, but I'm not reaching out to try to make Ernie my friend now. Like I was just, you know, basically, you know, thanking him for being a man, and I told him that on the phone, and you know, not running with that name and trying to be a douche about it like other people are. But I, you know, after this, I'm not gonna even go down that road anymore. Like I said, tomorrow. I'm gonna dig up as much as I can about this van stuff, and I'm gonna bring it to you. And as long as it's true, that's what I'm gonna post. I'm not gonna post a bunch of BS about. Um, Hang on, Josh. I'll send you a link. I think my internet's back up. Actually, let me see if it is. Yes, it is. Hang on. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. I think my internet's back up. Can you hear me and see me now? I'm going to send Josh from the lab a link. I'm just going to drop it in the chat here, Josh. Be happy to have you come up, buddy. And Josh has been a real friend to me for the last month or so. Like, he's helped me out with so much. He's helped me out so much, and he's seen similar things to what's going on with me, and you have to grab that link real quick, Josh. I don't know how to pin it. Does anybody know how to pin that thing up there? Let me go to YouTube and see if I can pin it that way. There we go. Maybe that'll help. I think I pinned it, Josh. There he is. He didn't even need me to pin it. What's going on, buddy? Look here. As soon as you come in here, we get these damn bots from the porn sites. What's up with that?
That happened. That's the second time that's happened.
What's going on, man?
Not a lot. I caught a little bit of the end of your show.
I'm going to hide my face here while I eat a little bit. Go ahead.
And I think people don't quite understand the dynamic between you and Ernie.
I know they don't.
And it's not for them to understand, right? I mean, that's the long and short of it. And I mean, you know, I'm willing to have this conversation off the air if you'd like.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
You know, we can just talk about it because I don't want him to manipulate you.
Right.
Because I think he has before.
Well,
And
I've definitely been a sucker.
And weaseled his way back.
Yeah.
And you're a nice man. You're a good guy. I get that you like no, it's not that. You have a history with them, and You genuinely want to see him get better, but he's not yours to save. He doesn't want to be saved, Jimbo. He doesn't want your help.
Oh, I know. That's I get
He,
it.
he doesn't want any of it. And you know, people like, and I'll just say it because and Kemper, if you're watching, people like Kemper will never understand why you're even civil to him. He never will. But that's not for him to understand either. So, you know, I don't want you to be a sucker. I don't want you to. I know you care. That's the thing that people don't understand, because you know when you go after somebody, and your goal has always just been to straighten him out, not destroy him.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how people feel about him.
I know.
They don't really care. So when you bring him in, when you bring him on your show, and you try to have a rational conversation with them, and you're polite because you are a polite person. You know, you're the one making the effort. He's not. It's never going to be reciprocated. And that's just it. And so, like you said, there were people that were going to be upset. Jimbo, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. YouTube is a gnarly place to air dirty laundry. And it's, you know, a lot of the reason, you know, people always say like, and I say, you know, like I stay out of the drama between creators, and, you know, I try to, for the most part, I took a special exception with this specific person because of a few people that I knew that he, you know, had run his game on.
Yep.
And so that is that. But you know, I called a what do I say, a truce. I just, you know, we all stopped talking about each other and this and that. And but when you deal in this kind of espionage, people are gonna come back at you. And they'll dig up anything that they can, and that's just, now I don't know what bringing up the old such a whatever, I mean, you know, it's just, so I see why people would be upset, because this is not a pro
Pro Ernie crowd.
it's not. No, it's not. And it's actually the antithesis of that. It is the exact mirror, or not mirror, is the exact opposite. And so when you let him up on your panel and let him talk freely, it's people will not take kindly to it, and understandably so.
It not be in front of everybody. Like,
What's that?
I said, do I want to have this conversation with Ernie and it not be in front of everybody?
I don't know if you need to have a conversation with Ernie. I
Well,
mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew how it was going to go.
Then why'd you do it?
And I know there's to get it over with. Ernie did something, you know, he stood up for me earlier, and that's it, you know, and I thanked him for that. And, you know, and this, well, I don't want to start mudslinging, but there's more, you know, I'm going to tell the truth about Ernie. 100%. I'm not going to get into the lying on him. You see, it's easy to tell the truth and be bad enough. Like, there's no need to make up shit. There's no need to dream up evidence that don't exist and try to add it to it. What that does is when it is proven not to be evidence, and it will be, then he's going to stand up on his pedestal and he's going to say, see, I told you they were lying.
But Jimbo, so you and I had a conversation the other day, when I asked you, and let me know if this is okay to share. I don't think I don't think it's personal, but my question to you was, when did you fall out with him? You remember that?
Yep.
And you remember your answer?
Yeah.
What was that?
When I fell out with him.
Yeah. I said, when did you guys have a falling
This
out?
time?
No, that I just asked you the open-ended question.
Right. I mean, and I said this time.
Yeah. And then the
That was
answer
my
after
answer.
that.
This time when I fell out with him was when Matt Kemper, used my name in that group text and said, this guy's the key. And then Ernie attacked me as if I was talking to them.
Let me see. Your answer was 2004, 2006,
Oh, yeah.
2009,
You're right.
2017, 2021.
You're right. Yeah. We fell out 100 times. Yeah.
Right. And you have tried and tried.
I have.
But what I'm telling you is that people will not understand. People do not understand the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to make sense to people, and they're going to get upset about it.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, you care about Ernie and you want him to do better.
Well, like I said, like I told you the other night, he's been like a family member for 20 years.
I know. I understand that. I understand that. And I understand the relationship probably better. There are people in our lives that do horrible things and treat us horribly bad. And for some reason we keep letting them back into our lives because we think clearly, and there is something about that person that you care about deep in your heart. And you thought by doing what you're doing now, or what you started out doing.
I mean, it's over. There ain't going to be no more conversation.
What between you and him?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, I hope so.
Angelita, a cash app for his son won't win people over. It just confirms he's a loser. I know that, but it would still raise a lot of money for Jeremy, which is a good thing. So that's what I hope to happen. And I will put her cash app up here in just a moment myself.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been sabotaged out of my StreamYard. It ain't.
He's not your friend.
I see that.
Well, I don't think he ever was. I mean, maybe he was. No, that's actually not true. I shouldn't have said that. I know he was your friend, and that you guys cared about each other. And it's like a childhood friend who, becomes whatever. And then you have so much history that you're just like, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. That's why you started this is to expose what you felt were his malfeasances. And it's just it's just other than general awareness, for lack of a better term, he doesn't want your help, Jimbo.
I get it.
And I know that sucks. And I also know that you've had a rough week. And that you're probably bummed out.
Yeah. Mama
So-
too.
I just don't want you're too good of a guy. And I don't think you will, but you're just too good of a guy to let him, you're just gonna have to love him from a distance.
Well, there's a difference between love and forgiveness and actually being friends with somebody. And that's the way it is. Like, it'll see bad things happen to somebody, and make no mistake, I think bad things are happening to him right now.
Oh, no question about it.
He's not the guy I know. Like, that's just not. And
Yeah, Carrie's totally right. It isn't black and white.
don't need me on his panel. His people can go right back to hating me all they want. And I'm not trying to be a dick to anybody, but that's the way it is. If they didn't like me before tonight, they're not gonna like me tomorrow. Like I said,
Well-
dude, I'm not changing. I'm not changing anything.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Let me answer this
And
question right quick.
Go ahead.
Mama Two said, yes, Jimbo, but it's not Ernie's money. It's his subs money. Yes, Mama Two, but they're going to give it to somebody. Every morning he does a call-in show and gives it to somebody. I'd rather see it go to Jeremy. He's a good kid. He ain't had a father in his life. That's just the way I feel about it. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that I knew that this situation is personal for you, and you have a lot more history. I mean, for God's sakes, you were like the lead witness at the trial.
Yeah.
Your life is kind of baked into his. I mean, we all see him from afar, and you just have history with him, and you do it's okay that you care about him. That's not the problem. It's just that he just doesn't reciprocate it, Jimbo. He doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
He stood up for you today in which is a manipulation move.
I get it.
And because, by the way, he couldn't be more he is tickled pink that you and Kemper aren't friends anymore.
Oh, I know.
He loves that more than anything. And Kemper, if you're listening, listen, because he's winning.
Yeah. I knew that. 100%.
And you're allowed to be hurt by what happened with Kemper. You're allowed to, and he's allowed to be too. Everybody's allowed. But is it worth it? I mean, he feels like he's winning.
Oh, when the stands separated he did win. Like he may not win the war, but he got that battle. That was a victory for Ernie, no doubt whatsoever.
question. No question about it.
Candy Melvin, thank you for that super chat. I know how hard it is to have history with someone you once cared about and they change. You do your best to try to reach that person they once was, but sometimes you just have to cut your losses and move on. And I have. Like I told Ernie before, and I told him after, like, we're not going to be friends. We're not going to hang out. You know, nothing's going to change. But you know, if he done what he done today, if somebody does something good or genuine, it doesn't matter who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he had ulterior motives. He's trying to get back into good graces, whatever. He's not going to. But I can't ignore it and pretend like it's just, you know, like I said, just go right back at people with hate. You know, sometimes you don't have to handle everything with hate. Honestly, man, I'm sick of the hate. I'm sick of it. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to. Not everything needs to be hate, but I just don't think I just don't think it's good for you. You know.
Mom of two, I think Melinda done the right thing not letting him be a part of his son's life. He doesn't deserve to be in his life. Actually, she did not stop him from being part of his son's life. That was Ernie's choice. And that's an issue I have with Ernie. I know he kept saying, I love my son. But she said to me and to anybody who'll listen that he can come see his son. She just has to be there. Because she don't trust him. And would you? I wouldn't. I mean, even if you trust Ernie, like the people that hate him, even the people who love him and stalk him, like he's got female stalkers. Don't just go in there and hang out in his chat a minute and watch. Like it's not safe. I wouldn't let my kids be around him alone anymore. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, it's inevitable. Something's going to go down with him somewhere. And do you want your child around when it happens? No. But she did tell him that she will, take Jeremy and meet him anytime he wants. He just doesn't do it. And that's on Ernie. Debbie M says you're a good guy, just don't like all the drama and bashing others. And I don't know about bashing, but I can't sit back and just allow people to say evil and incorrect things about me and not respond.
You can.
I can't.
Oh, no, you can. You choose not to. But
No.
There's a question here.
Trust me.
Kat says, just curious. This is a question from Kat. Just curious on your thoughts. Do you think Ernie conversing with Candace on lives is a good thing or bad? Yeah. I mean, let her talk. Well, whatever. Let her talk herself into prison. I don't care. But yeah, it's.
I think it's exploitation from his side and ignorant on her side.
No, she's looking for a safe haven too, and
she is. I mean, can you imagine how lonely she is?
And she found one in Ernie, but only because it's
Stacey Tillman Mask. What do you mean I'm not listening to Josh? I am listening to Josh.
Where? Are you not listening to me, Jimbo? Come on, huh? Oh, it's telling you. Trust is gone. I have grown to care for Jimbo and fan, but you have been refusing to listen to Josh. No, he's listening, but I'm also not. I'm not lecturing, and I'm just giving my opinion.
Well, I don't know how else to say this to make people understand. Like, that is it. I allowed him to say his piece. That is it. There ain't nothing else. So I don't know what you mean by I'm not listening to Josh. I'm listening to everything he says, and I'm agreeing with everything he says. I don't
Yeah.
get. I promise you, I don't understand what you're saying to me right now, Stacy. I don't understand it.
And it really is just friendly advice and somebody who sees it from a distance. Because, like I said, I know what it's like to care for people who don't deserve it, and you still want to help them. Yeah, and Carrie's so right. Look at Carrie's super chat.
I'm not in there yet. Jenny Penny said, right quick before I get to that, Jenny Penny, my fear is that Ernie will use his good deed of helping his son, which shouldn't even be a good deed, as leverage to manipulate his son. Scares me. His son won't even talk to him.
That's
Like,
good.
you don't even have to worry about that. He won't even respond to his calls or his messages, and his mom doesn't want anything to do with it. So that's not going to do anything. The only thing it's going to do is give some money to little Jeremy. And kudos. You know, I hope we all can send some money to Jeremy. I'm going to. I have. And I think it's a good thing. Let me find this Cash App thing here. I mean, this super chat. I'm way behind the comments. You got to teach me how to slow that thing down, Josh.
Yeah, it's easy. I'll show you for sure.
Do you do it in StreamYard or in?
You do it on YouTube Studio.
Okay. I must have missed it completely.
I
What
see.
time was it?
It's here up at the top. It is.
Oh, there it is. Carrie. Carrie, there is history. It's not black and white. Your feelings are just that, yours. I support your process and what you need to do. You're a smart man. You know what you need to do to move on and no one else. Carrie, I appreciate that so much. And I'll tell you, like, you know, there is a lot of history between me and Ernie, and it's not going to be, you know, there's no more. Like, there's no future friendship. There's, you know, the damage that's been done over these last several months is irreparable. It's not going to happen. And, you know, now I listened to him tonight, and I gave him an opportunity to be not Ernie. And he wasn't. And everybody, well, there was 700 people in here at one time. Like, I think everybody saw it. Like, I sure am getting the messages saying you saw it. Like, we know who that was. There's no doubt. We know it. I'm sorry that, you know, if we think I gave him a platform, but hell, he's got a platform anyway. But now you know that, you know, he can't say I never gave him a chance to tell the truth. I never gave him an opportunity. Like, it is what it is. And now, you know, like, book's closed for me. Closed. Josh, you're going to have to be my new best buddy.
as long as you don't talk to people who
I'm
unscrupulous. It sucks, man. It sucks because you know, I
I've
don't
got
know.
friends that I love, you know, like would lay down in front of a train for. There's just a few of them, but those are my best friends.
Right.
You know? I mean, the people, you know, I've grown up with since I was 5 years old, and I'm 49.
Right.
You know, there's long-standing friendships that really mean a lot to me. And Ernie was part of my life for a long time, and there was just as many bad times as there was good. Believe me.
Charles says, Josh, gonna screw you over. 2 months, Jimbo. Just kidding. LOL. Who's Charles Xavier? I don't know who that is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got kicked out. I had to go back to my phone. It's freaking must be some issues here in the area. I guess. I don't guess it's my equipment.
Yeah.
Can't be right.
No, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Look, man. And that's another thing is that I always feel dumb giving advice to people who are older than me because I do. I swear. And I typically don't because you're an intelligent guy. You're not naive. You're
Well,
not.
I just think it says a lot for your character that you step up and tell me what you see and how you feel, and give me advice, man. I appreciate it. No joke, man. I appreciate and we don't just talk here. People don't see all the texts and calls and like advice and just about, and it ain't just about people or things. It's other stuff like I really appreciate every bit of it. Like
Of
I
course.
consider you my friend.
Yes. Yeah, we are friends. And it came at a, tough time. Like YouTube is not an easy thing to maneuver. It's just it's not for everybody. And if all this would have happened and you knew that it would have happened, I mean, maybe you would have gone a different route.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's been some bad days for all of us, by the way. There's not one YouTube creator or one anybody that has any kind of opinion channel or show or anything. We've all been attacked. We've all had things said about us that weren't true. We've all had things said about us that were true. And that's the problem, is that you never know what is true and what isn't true, because people can say anything with zero repercussions. And it's happened to me before, and I legitimately don't respond. I just don't. You gotta give a fire oxygen for it to survive. And I've made that mistake so many times where it's like, I used to get in posting battles, like community page battles, telling people, come debate me, come do this, come do that. And it just fed the ego. And it fed me to wake up wanting to just play defense. And when I said that I'm going to let this go, and no longer respond to that stuff, my life got better. My channel got better. My stress level was never bad, but it got better. And when I would podcast, and you'd have beef with other like podcast shows, it never got personal. It never got personal. You made fun of the content, you made fun of the ratings, you made fun of, stupid bits that others did. And you know,
Yeah.
it's like Josh the type to meet up and drink.
Hey, Josh, you see that super chat there? Mike Roch.
Oh, I remember your first night on Joyce's. Thank you. Probably not because he just had a medical issue, and instead of picking new stuff up, I think he's trying to put stuff down. But
Hello, Donna. I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
no, I think that he's trying to take it easier because he was having a problem.
Oh, I get it. I get it, man. I get it.
I think he gets asked a lot of stuff.
Oh, I'll guarantee it. I guarantee it. I can't imagine how you can keep up with all the stuff, man.
Yeah, and and trust me, by the way, people say things, make things up, and say things about that guy, and he's about as solid as they come. You know, it's just the nature of blood sport. That's what this is. It's blood. It's a blood sport. And sometimes it is hard to kind of peel away the drama away from the cases, like but you got to try, and we do try our best. It's just not always easy. It's I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But yes, some people will be mad and that you had Ernie on, and I think you know, I think they just like you with your feelings, they have their right. You know, I think, and I think Jenny Penny kind of said it best. Like it's like they come here to not have to deal with him right in front of your face. You know what I mean? Like they're like people.
Yeah.
People avoid
Yeah,
him.
I get it.
And that's really, yeah.
I do get it. And there's certainly some who feel that way, but I also, those people who avoid him, and not Jenny Penny's not one of them, but there's so many people who say they don't support, and they don't, and I believe them that they don't support him, but they still go in his chat, and they send me screen recordings of all day, every day, twice on Sunday, like
Right.
they're watching him.
I know.
I mean, it's hate watching, but they watch.
Trust me, you're not telling me anything I don't know.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
what is it? If it bleeds, it leads. I mean, you knew that when you knew
what happened between you and Doug. Can I tell him that you beat him in a game of horse and he got mad and wanted to play you in a rematch? And
well,
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even worry about it.
I don't know. What happened between me and Doug happened a long time ago.
That's right. Yeah. If you don't know the history, go read about it.
There's just nothing there. There's no hate. There's no, there's no.
And even like you said, like you guys moved past it, right?
Dude, we don't. I don't say about. I don't.
You
don't
go out to dinner together.
I'm not talking about him, and he's not talking about me.
Right. So that's a good thing.
All good.
I know Jenny Penny. I know they haven't been personally attacked. Listen, I know people like drama, and I know he's said some bad things to good people, and I was trying to call him on it, and like if I go to his channel and challenge him, or I go somewhere else and challenge him, or talk to him, he can push that mute button and shut me up. When he comes here, he's got to answer my questions. He's got to answer your questions.
Hmm.
Maybe we shouldn't have done it. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Hell, looking back, I shouldn't have done it. But
Well, I've stepped in it before too and wanted to
You
step
know,
out of it. So, it just is what it is. But like,
for those who are offended or feel like that, that I did something, I don't know, disturbing, I apologize. I sure didn't mean to bring anybody down. Not at all. That's definitely not my goal.
yeah, and I think maybe you kind of brought yourself down a little bit too. Meaning, I mean, now you're gonna be like, should I have done that? Should I? It's just something you got to move past and continue your mission, because that's what people show
Use
up here for.
cuss words and challenge me, but when I say something, it's like, but you said he stuffed your daughter in the trunk. And I'm like, I said he asked my daughter to get in the trunk. Yes.
All right.
I said I'm going to kick his ass. Did you see the whole thing with me and Ernie tonight?
Did I?
I told him, I'm going to kick your ass when I see you face to face. He tried to laugh it off and say, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm dead serious. When I see him, I'm busting his mouth. There ain't no doubt about it. Like, may God strike me down dead right now if I'm not telling the truth. When I see him, I'm busting his ass.
Do you think do you think though that you will see him?
I saw him at McDonald's, didn't I?
I don't know how long ago that was.
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh,
March
okay.
1st. March 1st.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But when he's in town, and I'm at, the only place anybody goes shopping at Walmart, if he's there, when I see him, he's going to answer for what he said to my daughter.
Well, that's.
I mean, I'm going to end up in jail for assault, but it will happen.
Well, that's another problem. Going to jail for people that don't deserve it either is not cool.
Marlene Clausen,
I don't know.
why would you let your daughter go anywhere with him alone or with you or your wife? Because he was my friend. He was my friend. I've let him borrow my cars hundreds of times. Let him take my kids to school. I've let him pick my kids up from school when I was out of town. Why wouldn't I? Ernie hasn't been acting. You all see Ernie now. You didn't know Ernie 2 years ago.
Right. Well, that's what I'm trying. That's the point, Jimbo. That's the point, because they don't know the extent of your relationship, and that's why they're going to question this, because of the strong stance that you have taken in this situation. We don't know the Ernie that you knew. We only know the Ernie that we know.
Yeah, with his fake ass at all costs. Like, I've never heard him act like that, until now.
But this is the new him. And it's the real him.
I know. He's not going to change. I know it. There's no hope. There's no hope. I know.
Well, even if there was, it's just not your fight.
Crime and Beauty says, was Ernie always a little off? Yes. Ernie act like a child, like a big grown child. So he's always acted that way. He's always acted that way. He's like telling stories. They weren't, I've just rescued children and new vice president when Trump was reelected. I called him on it. I was like, Ernie, that's crazy. No, man, no. And he's sending me messages like when he's up there when they're getting ready to do this January 6th thing, and he's sending me messages saying, Q is military. Q is military, and they're Trump at 3:47 a.m. Trump's calling a martial law.
Yeah,
Did
I've
it
got
ever
one of those
happen?
cousins.
Yeah, did it ever happen? No. You ask Ernie to explain it, and he's like, "Well, that's what they were saying. That's why there was military. I'm on these military channels, and they tell me this stuff." But yeah, I would too, None Beasley. I'd take Josh over 1,000 fake friends too. Jimbo, are you sure you really knew Ernie when he lived with you? I mean, he stole from you and you let him back. Yeah, he stole from me. He's like a kid. He stole from me and he lied to me. He would take my vehicles and take pictures of himself in them and around them. And
Like
put
he
'em
would
on-
steal your car.
He didn't steal my car, no.
Oh,
He always asked me for it. And I would have carried along in my car, But he would take pictures of himself with.
You're a nice
You
guy.
see him on social media, like this is my new Charger, or whatever. Like I had a green Camaro. He took pictures in front of it, like it was his. He took pictures in front of my house, and he told this one lady who's actually pretty relevant in a lot of the stories that the big house I lived in was his.
Well,
What are you saying? Charles Xavier said he's just the type of guy you egg houses on Ivy Hill.
I don't even know what Ivy Hill
Ivy
is.
Hill's like the where the rich people live in Harlan County. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, Charles has been going at my neck for a while.
Misty C, I'm not most people. If you were here right now and you needed to borrow my car, I'd give you the keys.
Well, look, people live different, but that do you remember that on Friday? Do you remember the movie Friday
Oh yeah.
when she said she's like, "I need to borrow your car," and he's like, "Borrow my car? Most people want to borrow sugar, or even ketchup. You want to borrow my car? Hell no." I remember that was so she is kind of right there.
Stacy, much
borrow
love to
your
you,
car.
Nicolina. I agree. Much love to Nicolina. Nicolina's awesome.
And then she wanted to borrow the VCR too. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Wanted to tape.
Just Samantha, the brain chip stuff started, I guess about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, whenever Tina Simmerly laid him down on her sound table and took an EMF detector over his head. I don't know when it was, but that was the trigger for I'm sorry to laugh, but
what's the deal with that? Like, is there a psychedelic going on there?
with what?
With his partners, with his business partners. Like, do they do psychedelics?
Did we lose internet again?
I didn't.
Okay. I did. Okay. The psychedelic, what do you mean?
Like mushrooms and stuff.
Possible. It's possible.
Wow, that's where that stuff comes from, dude.
Yeah.
I
mean, my wife's got a theory, and there's been other people who say the same thing, and I'm not gonna even talk about it, but something's up. Did Ern have a trigger that set him off set him on this path? I don't know. He must have. I don't know. Like I haven't really seen Ernie a lot over the last couple of years. Like last April, he had the thing where he called, 911 over and over, and the guy wrote him a citation. And he was in Phil's house and called the cops, and he filmed it. You remember you seeing all that,
Yeah, Starry Night. I was not snarky.
Yeah, that was like on April the 1st, I think, or 2nd, somewhere in there, maybe the 3rd. But on April 4th, he ends up at my house. He was there for a week or two and been gone pretty much ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't seen him except for at McDonald's.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I really, I wish I had more answers, and that's I was trying to get them, but yeah. And people tell him, that Jimbo, we're making fun of you. Of course, it's easy. There's, you make it easy when you do stupid stuff. If you don't want to get made fun of, don't do anything stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not bullying. Hell, that's content on YouTube.
I believe that you have been more than fair. But like I said, it's just complicated.
Yeah. Good night, Pitbull Mama.
It's complicated for you.
It's very complicated, but it's not complicated anymore. Like it's, there's no more.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. I just, he preys on the fractures and the, because it is weird. Like there's a lot of people that have a keen ability to go from, and it's not really, I guess it is. It's part of manipulative, like con artist type behavior, but so there's 3 or 4 different faces to that, and it's something like this. He can go from entertaining 1 minute, and whatever kind of entertainment you call it, you kind of just watch because you go, oh God, what's going on here? Entertaining to tries to seem caring, like doing the right thing. There's people that can do that, and then those are the
Somebody comes at him hard, he's quick to snap.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Those are the postured, controlled emotions because they're not necessarily real. But then at the first sign of resistance or disrespect, they fly off the handle and they cannot help their reaction there. So you go from being around, somebody who you're like, oh, I kind of feel sorry for him, or I kind of want to believe him. I think there's some good in him. And then all of a sudden you're dealing with a nightmare and a monster.
Yeah.
And
Michelle Hancock, Jimbo, what caused, I guess, Ernie to change and do what he did after he left your house, or what caused him to leave your house? Honestly, one day he said that he was we got somebody coming up, hopefully. Says device is not connected.
who's that?
Hey, Jenny Penny. Just a second, Jenny Penny.
He
left one day and said he was going on a mission. He got called away on a secret mission. And that's pretty much it. I kind of, felt like he was just leaving, but Jimbo, did he live with you before or after he lived with his baby mama? Both. So I knew him before he met his baby mama. And then I knew him during and after. So hello, Jenny Penny. What's up?
Hi. So to go along with what Josh was saying about these kind of con artist manipulative people, my attraction to this channel was my attraction to Ernie's channel was because I'm watching this thing go down. I'm watching this person manipulate people. I'm watching this person lie, you know? But that wasn't it at first. It was entertaining because it's like, this guy is totally bizarre and crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like, is this real? What is this? It feels like a Borat sketch, you know? But then it turned into the fascination of, wow, watching this person, his tactics to manipulate people, the things that he says, the way that he goes about it, the way that he knows how to target a soft spot. And the reason for that is because I think I've told you this before, and a lot of people already know this. My whole coming to YouTube in general was because I always thought YouTube was like where you go to watch, you know, a video about how to start your pilot light again. You know, I never watched it for any entertainment purposes, you know. But in 2020, April 4th, you know, my dad had been taken by this couple. They were
Yeah.
con artists, and it went on. It started in 2017, and I worked so hard with the legal system to try and get him back. I tried everything. I mean, I spent tons of money on it, right? Put my entire life on hold. And all the lawyers told me, this isn't going to work. You're not going to be able to do anything until he's dead. So at that point, it's like, I needed to know I had done everything that I could do. I needed to hear that. But every other week, I would call the police department in that town and get a welfare check done. And on April 4th of 2020, I called for that welfare check and got a call back from the coroner. And he was already dead and buried. He had died actually 2 years ago yesterday. I had no idea because they wanted to cover it up. So for 3 years, he was living with these people who financially exploited him. They had it. I mean, I won 2 court cases. I took over the house. I've gotten everything that I could get back, but the civil stuff didn't matter. You know, that didn't matter. It was what's going to come next, you know, but the people that did that to my dad, I mean, there were locks on the doors. They had him locked in the basement. They murdered him. And finally people believe what I had been saying all along. I had the proof and everything, you know, I had been preparing for this, but I came to YouTube to learn how to like find out more information about these people, you know, like how not you guys, but how people dox people. I wanted to know where they're getting that information from. I wanted to know everything about those people. So that's why I started coming to YouTube and asking questions to people in chats. And I kind of just got sucked into it, right? But my attraction to your channel is because I want to know about these people and why they do what they do, what their background is, what their history is. And you give a good insight on why that man became that man, right?
Yep.
And all the things that contributed to him being who he is today. And that's really fascinating to me. And it's like an education, you know? I don't hate him. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to be destroyed. I know that he's got some deep, deep troubles. You know?
I know. And ever since you've been talking to me, like you called me one night when I was in the car and you told that story about your father and since then you've never displayed any hate.
I don't hate him.
I know.
want him to stop. I don't want him to hurt any people, and I don't want people to be manipulated by him. So I guess for me, that's why this was like so. Like I feel triggered the minute he started talking on here. Like I'm not a crier, and I'm not a fragile person at all. But my voice is shaking. My chest is tightened. It was physically hard for me to watch because I'm thinking to myself, not only for myself, this is a safe place. There are so many people in here that come here because they've been hurt by him and this is their safe place where it's not hatred. We see that you care about him and love him. Yeah. And like Josh said, we don't know your full complicated relationship, you know, but at the same time, I know a lot of people in here and a lot of people on YouTube, especially in this true crime community, they've been through incredibly abusive relationships that that are, you know, based on manipulation. And this felt like watching an abuser work every angle to get back in. And
He was certainly trying. He was
Yeah.
certainly trying.
and it was hard to watch, because it was hard to watch. And then beyond that, there are people in here, and was my fear as well, is like, there are people in here that could fall prey to that. Even the people that are in here watching him, or watching you guys, you know, explain to us what's going on and tell us about him, those people could easily fall prey to him. So if you lost one person by having him on panel, I was like, then that's a huge loss. You know what I mean? Like, if one person then followed him because they were curious, because he's charming and he's funny and he's charismatic. And I know those are compliments, and I hate that I'm saying those things. But the fact of the matter, oh God, that was something he says. The fact of the matter is, oh my God.
Yeah,
A lot of people say that, Jenny Penny. It's okay.
I know, but I don't say it.
his big time stands. Yeah.
I don't say that though.
Well, as long as you don't start saying "cool deal," you'll be all right.
Oh, jeez. If I start saying that, I'm checking myself in. I need a brain reprogramming if that happens. But no, I mean, it's really hard to watch. I know that you care about him so much, but I'm sitting there watching him try and relate to you on every like stupid, like totally irrelevant way, trying to find common ground. He's like, well, you know, my chat moves so fast too. It's like he's trying
I know what he was doing.
You know what he was doing. So it's hard to watch that from afar and not be like screaming at your computer.
I know. And I was trying to end it sooner than I did, and people kept sending more questions, and then I had connection issues, and yeah, it went on longer than I wanted.
To like make you feel bad, but also we all have to remember, like, even if he's answering these questions, he's not telling the truth. It's like a tiny like sprinkling of the truth, maybe, you know. So to have him be allowed to like tell his lies to people that, you know, could possibly believe some of this stuff, you know, we look to you as being a credible place. So to have this incredible person, incredible, not in a good way, person answering, like spewing lies is hard, because we can't scream at him, because we can type at him as hard as we want, but capitals aren't going to do shit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Capitals aren't going to do anything.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
I don't like the F's.
Just kidding. Say whatever you want.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't come up here to tell you a pity story. I came up here to tell you that I know that you already know it, and I know so many people in the chat know it, but these people are really good at it. You know, they are so charming. They know how to do it. They know how to find, especially for you. He knows where your soft spot is, and he knows you care about him, and that's a door for him to get in.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I want to watch you be an abused person, because that is an abusive relationship.
It is.
Because
I'm not going to allow him back in my life. There's no way. I mean, you know, my kids have seen the way I've acted, and because everybody hasn't seen, like, once I, you know, get off of YouTube, when I'm still mad and I'm still fuming. It hasn't been lately, but when the feud was at, you know, top speed with Ernie, I'm not going to allow that ever to happen in my life again. And the only way that can happen again is if I allowed him back into my life, and I'm not going to.
So what you said earlier was that, you know, you let him come on here because he, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, because he stood up for you on his channel. Right?
Well, he said, he said that he was, you know, he wasn't the person who used that name, and he would never use that name. And
you believe that though? Because I don't. I believe he probably didn't remember it in his heat of craziness, and then he used that. This is my opinion, because it's hard for me to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. He was trying to get credit for something
Can
that
you guys
he
hear
never
me?
actually did.
And
The-
he just kept saying it over
just
and
forgot.
over and over again. I'm not going to talk about this
Yeah.
thing that happened, but he did it like 10 times
Right.
during this conversation on your channel.
Yeah. But
And you didn't buy into it. So I'm thinking in 3 days, he's going to go hard on you.
I do too.
well, if he does, then you know he does. But that'll be him and another channel
Mhm.
combined going hard. I mean, I think there's going to be another one too. So
You're a good-hearted person,
No doubt.
which means in YouTube land, you have to really protect yourself and have people that are looking out for you to protect yourself because you are such a good-hearted person.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
Yeah. You remind me of my dad. That's why I come here. My dad was the best, most kind-hearted person. He would do anything for anybody, which is how what happened to him happened
I know.
because it was someone in need. They weren't in need, but they were very manipulative.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
get down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened.
Me too.
Me
But
too. Oh my
and
God.
to you.
but I worked really hard and got a lot of tips from a lot of like real psycho people on YouTube to learn how to figure out everything and put together, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of documents, and possibly found 6 other people that they did it to,
I
which
know you
is
were telling me that. It's
fascinating.
crazy.
You know?
That is good for you. Honestly, good for
Yeah,
you.
I don't want it to happen to another person, which is why I want to know how these people think, what may have happened to them to turn it into that person. But watching him come on this channel tonight was like, oh crud, this could happen to another person right now in this chat, So not to make you feel bad about it, I know that you were trying to do a good thing, So it's hard to watch because we all care about you and we don't like seeing this happen. And like Josh said, how many times have you guys gone in this very common abusive cycle of friendship, trust, and then hurt and
Right.
his lashing out at you? And he said on his channel tonight he wanted to or maybe it was earlier. I did see one tiny bit when I was running around. I was in my car and it was him putting on his sincere like humility voice saying that he wants to talk to Matt Kemper. Like to me, I was thinking, I see what he's doing. He's trying to see which one he can like team up with, which one he can like, bond. What is it called? Hate bond or like trauma bond?
Yeah, but Kemper would rather Kemper'd
Yeah.
set fire if he could.
I know.
Yeah, and that's the difference between me and Kemper. Like Kemper doesn't care if anything's true, and he doesn't care. He's got a hate in his heart, and it
Mhm.
doesn't matter. He's not going to stop until Ernie's gone from the face of the earth. Like, and that's a fact. I mean, he's told me that, and that's the reason why we don't. I'm not in it for that, not at all. And right quick, downtown Trina, I sent you an email earlier today. I apologize. I was, I thought you didn't want to be a mod here anymore, and I apologize. I'm very sorry that I hurt your feelings, and I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh man, the old wrench.
Yeah, I didn't mean, like.
I know. First and foremost, I don't think you did anything to try and upset anybody,
No, I think it was
and I don't think
purely
you would.
from your warm heart. I'm gonna hop down.
Jenny Penny, thank you.
Jenny Penny. Thank
Yeah,
you,
no
Jenny Penny.
problem. Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, I was just, I didn't think because she was over there. I don't know if she was a mod there. She might be, may not be, but I know she was in the chat, and I just figured, and that's what I get for assuming, make an ass out of you and me. It's me. I'm the ass. But that was my fault. I assumed, and I'm sorry.
Well, look, you're not going to please everybody. Everybody takes everything different. There wasn't nothing you did was intentional to upset anybody. It just things happen. And Jenny Penny is a very reasonable person. this might have been the first. I think I was on a panel with her once on Ziggy's, and we spoke a little, but mostly in the chat we talk. And she's a solid person, you know, and I always appreciate she listens to my show sometimes, and she's always appreciated. And that was very, you know, she's like a lot of people that come to my channel and listen to my show when we talk about these victims of, you know, horrible crimes. They show up because they have a dog in the fight. You know what I mean? Like they have.
Oh, Jenny Penny has been like I said, she called me one night, and it was like early on in the stands, you know, YouTube
Uh-huh.
beginning, and like she opened her heart up to me, and it was genuine, and she's always been one, you know, great supporter. And
Very much so. Absolutely.
anytime she says something, I'm going to listen to it. I mean, I'll take it to heart for sure.
And that's another thing, is that, you know, she is invested because of her past, because what's happened with her family, it's happened in front of her face. She's seen it. And like I said, that's how it is on people with my channel, my show. People show up because they have common ground there, whether it is that they just not overly, but, you know, emotionally invested and love children and want to see bad people exposed and pay the price that they should. I've had people that said, you know, that they've had a child missing for 20 years, you know, and so it wouldn't be a good idea for me to bring up somebody who kidnaps children. If that makes any sense. I know that's kind of extreme.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't get a good reaction, and it shouldn't. So that's just, but the thing is too, I think, like, have I ever had him on my show? No, I haven't, thank God. But I've been on shows with him. Don Wells. It sucked.
Really?
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. I've talked to him far more than I ever had wanted to in my life. And like I said, I interviewed him, I think, twice. And also a very manipulative human, you know, one that snaps at the in the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what Candace is attracted to.
Man, I think she's just super, like, sad and lonely, man.
Well, yeah. And the only people that don't, I say that's not the people that are out there praying are the ones that have those crazy tendencies. You know, of course she's lonely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No,
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. She wasn't doing right by those kids. There's a reason the other three are not with her.
100%. 100%.
And yeah, and Navy Mom says, I really think that Candace really thinks Ernie likes her, and he doesn't give a damn about her. And he doesn't give a damn about Summer. and he doesn't give a damn about anybody except him. He openly flirts with her.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Annabella is awesome.
I agree. That's just disgusting. Like,
Annabella is awesome.
yeah, thank you, Annabella.
And yes, Ernie likes the views Candace brings. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, yeah, I've really, so there was a time, believe it or not, in this case where Candace did not talk to anybody. Not a soul.
Which was probably the best thing she could have done.
Well, the problem was Don was talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And he was the spokesman. And there was one night that I think it was, I can't remember. I think it was I was on a show with Doug, and we were talking to Dawn, and you could hear Candace in the background yelling. But this was when she wasn't doing interviews, right?
Right.
At all. And he swung the camera around. He swung the camera around. Go ahead and get your super chat.
Oh, Tawanda, stepping out from the bushes to say thank you. Thank you for bringing the facts. Thank you very much, Tawanda. That's very generous. Thank you.
It's a good one. There you go, buddy. But he swings the camera around, and she's sitting on like what looks to be the edge, like the arm of a couch. And she looks, 3 sheets to the wind. And she kind of yells,
Are you
what's
there?
that?
My internet must have popped out on me again.
Okay, so Dawn swings the camera around, and she's sitting on the arm of a couch, and she's really, really hammered. And she says, this isn't helping find Summer. And she was kind of just screaming in the background. And I was just like, oh my God, there she is. And because she wasn't talking to anybody, and she was yelling at us. And I'm going, oh wow, we should probably just let this go. But Dawn was doing all of it. So her talking on YouTube is fairly new, ever since Dawn, went to jail. Yeah, Be Botanical remembers that night. It was look, man, there's been a lot of really memorable nights. I can't even remember, when you do a live show. I remember the first time I talked to either one of them, and I'm going, why am I even talking? Like, what is going on here? And yep, there's just been a lot of odd, strange happenings with this case, and yeah, it's been emotionally, it's been a lot. It's been a roller coaster, and I really hope that it comes to an end soon, and I do hope that Summer is found, obviously alive and well, but I think she'd be here if they could produce that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think so too.
the reason that they can't is that I believe that she's deceased, and
I feel that.
I think that they know what happened.
Yeah, somebody knows. Somebody knows. Probably, honestly, with it being hidden this long, there's probably a few people working together to hide it, to hide the facts.
Yeah, I like I said, and I've never I so like I'm pretty, I guess I'm kind of an OG in the case, although I came in probably 3 weeks after, right after the Chris McDonough stuff. Um, but I had not even heard of Chris or um, anything other than that she was missing. So, and I said, well, let me make a video, just put it out there and see if it. And all I really did was read from the Hawkins County Police report, and then I put a picture of her up with the number to call, and then after that, people just started like commenting and sending me stuff, and it was like I got vultured, and um sucked into the case in a major way. And then YouTube really exposed itself to me. Like, I started learning about all these different channels, AB and Tiffany Marie and No Thanks. And there was so many, like, I didn't even know that it existed like this. I didn't know there was such a thing as Ziggy. Yeah, see, Ziggy actually came in, I believe, after as well. And but yeah, Ziggy's channel definitely. I just had no clue. I had no clue, and it just once the like, it's so strange. Once the curtain was pulled back, and I found myself smack dab in the middle of YouTube, in the middle of this case, in the middle of the quote unquote true crime community, I was like, I felt like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, dude. I'm serious. This was not my plan or intention to hang around, but once I saw just the absolute like mockery, I was just like, I gotta like, I'm here, and I've even said, and I don't necessarily know if this is the case because there's a couple other cases, but I remember saying, like, when this one is over, when Summer's case is over, I'm not doing any more missing children. I don't want to. I don't like it. And the only way that I've been able to keep going is to be kind of a thorn in Don and Candace's side, because I know that they watch the show, and I know that they don't really appreciate a lot of the things that I've said and done. And I've really, Don's accused of a lot of things, and I made a meme about him. I called him the pedo and the shadow, and and then I did a thing where I cropped his face on like the Fiddler on the Roof, and I said he was the diddler on the roof. And
You know what time it is, Josh?
no.
Time to get Ziggy with it.
Oh, is she here?
Ziggy's in the house.
What's up, dude?
Ziggy's just now finding out that Ernie was on the panel earlier. And guys, just so you know, somebody's popped up in the private chat and tried to pop in backstage.
I just saw that.
So
Is that in the private chat?
yeah, it's in the private chat. I sent you a text message picture of it.
Oh, I just and that's him.
I don't think so. Wasn't he Rescue Our Children? when he came on?
I think that you can put your name as anything.
Oh yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Duh. Yeah, you can. So yeah, I don't.
Trigger.
Well, that's not the stuff that's being said in that private chat is not anything he has ever said,
Well, I'm just saying he's triggered.
huh?
Triggered.
Maybe.
Dang.
Yeah, porn bomb. That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
Somebody thought I might put them up on the panel and porn bomb me. Ain't
I
gonna
thought you were putting. Oh, I guess it's not Ziggy time. We'll build that one up. Really screwed the pooch on that, my friend.
Ziggy, have you porn bombed people in the past?
Jeez. Probably.
Oh, I thought you were saying maybe she had. You weren't alluding to that? Josh is everyone's therapist.
No.
You got a soothing voice, man. You really do. Like you could probably do like an online show of, like
I do. It's called The Lab. Thank you.
no, I'm talking about where you talk to people and tell me your troubles.
No.
Josh is here for you. You know?
No.
I would help you. Ziggy said, "No way, not me. She's never done that." I believe you. I believe you. Ernie's
yeah,
like,
that could be like Frasier.
oh Lord, son, tell him what Ernie's gonna say now.
That could be like Frasier, right?
Yeah,
Tell me your troubles.
Fraser Crane
It's a good one.
was a good one. He had that kind of like he was perfect for that role, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know one thing that I get? I get a lot of.
Look here, Josh.
What's that?
Look here. 002U says Josh can be ugly. Believe me.
Where?
Have you been ugly before? I got it up on the screen. I highlighted it.
Josh can be ugly. Believe me. I mean, I don't know. Can I? What is? I mean, what is? I don't even know what that person considers ugly. If it is anything like what I've seen on other shows, no. But if it is standing up for myself or standing up for something I believe in, if you call that nasty, well, I guess you can consider me nasty.
Right. So just in case that was Ernie in the private chat and trying to pop up here on Backstage, because evidently he's live now. So if that was Ernie, I'm going to address what was said and I'm going to make a little statement about it.
Swamp Beast.
It was said, "Stop making money off summer wells, you dumb fucks." So I'll tell you right now, I don't want to make any.
What happened?
For summer wells.
Oh, well, you literally everything that you said didn't come through.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Did you hear what I said was posted Backstage?
Yes, I think they heard that.
Okay.
He told us to stop.
Can you make sure you hear that? Stop making money off summer wells.
Yeah.
So, in case that's on anybody's mind, or here's my stance on that: if you are sending money like a super chat or a sticker or whatever because you've heard that name here, or like please if you're going to send money to anything involving Summer Wells, please send it to that reward fund or some group that actually has been vetted and is using the money to help find Summer Wells.
Mm.
Don't send that to me. I mean, I appreciate all the love, and I've got plenty of it. You guys have been super great to me. But if just in case you are talking, sending anything because you heard something Summer Wells related here, please just send it there so they can put it to good use.
Yeah, and that's I've heard that before as well. And the fact of the matter is that is not the only case. It is in heavy rotation especially in the true crime community, but that's definitely not the only case that we talk about. Not even close. And sometimes we don't even talk about cases, and I've never claimed to be anything like other than trying to bring some common sense. And if people want to listen, then they can. And I do. Obviously, we all make money off of, views or whatever. And people send their, with the super chat and super stickers, people send things because maybe they appreciate it. But I don't, it's not an exclusive thing at all.
Yeah. I think everybody knows that you're doing things for the right reason, Josh. I don't think anybody ever questioned you whatsoever.
Oh no, I've gotten it.
Have you?
Sure.
Well, nobody with any damn brains have questioned you. But anyway, so anybody who was worried, I guess Ernie is live now. And how long did it take? Oh, I guess the honeymoon is over. So there. Yeah, there's no, I'm sure he's going to have a field day.
That's funny. Who cares?
He gets a public defender. I'm sure that's going to cost a lot of money if he decides to fight it in court. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Costs a whole lot of money.
And lawyers aren't cheap, especially, with the rates of today, just anything. Could imagine how much a defense lawyer would cost. Like, maybe you can get that guy off of. You ever seen Breaking Bad?
Of course.
Or Better Call Saul, that lawyer in Breaking Bad. Maybe he could on Netflix. Maybe you could get him. He's pretty cheap, probably.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is was it Saturday? I think Saturday I have a lab and friends, and we don't talk any true crime on that at all.
Oh, that's cool.
If we do, it's like very little, and then sometimes I just give motivational speeches. I don't know. I just rant. It's just a show,
Is Arkansas clever or what?
Yeah, she's great.
Donation for Winter Springs. You turkey. Missouri Mama. I'm sorry I missed your questions earlier, Missouri Mama. He's not live anymore. He just said, Josh is your therapist. Your first therapist, Matt, didn't work out. He said, when he shows his Cash App, just know the money goes to helping people, unlike us over here, he says.
No,
He literally asked me to put my Cash App up tonight. Do you remember that? And I wouldn't do it. Like
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't want to put my Cash App up. You should let people send you money.
I'm gonna ask you a serious question, Jimbo.
Sure.
Do you like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, how much do you think I care about anything he says? And be honest.
Him being the most that you could care,
Yes.
I'm gonna say -5.
Right. It's somewhere there. It's in the negatives for
So
sure.
are you denying that you're my new #1 therapist?
I'm not a therapist.
So I don't owe you anything for this?
No.
Heck yeah. I love it. Free therapy.
Right.
But if you did charge me, I could throw my Cash App up and ask for money to pay for my new therapist.
Right. It's free. It's free therapy. I don't get paid to come on your show.
I know it. Oh gosh. I
And
appreciate it.
I do work on other shows and get paid for that, or not even just not YouTube shows, but some other podcasts and things like that I produce.
Penelope Josh is Jimbo's new life coach.
See, that's the thing though. I can't be your life coach because you have more life experience than me.
True. Maybe mom, we can all send $1. He said that, didn't he? He's like, you can just have everybody send $1, man, and you can help. You can help somebody.
Mhm. Copy that. That's a Big 10-4.
Here's my fickle statement on Ernie. Hopefully, buddy, you find somebody that's going to help you and get some, like I said before, you need to get some help. Straighten things out in your life and, make amends to the people you've harmed. And the first part of doing that is you're going to have to admit you've harmed somebody. And
Jimbo just
it's going
saved
to take you I don't know. It's going to take him being a man to do that, but that's
Save
what you
your
need to
breath,
do. Okay. Jenny Penny,
I'm
what
headed
you
to
got?
bed. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I'm going to go to bed soon myself.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Jenny Penny said a ripple turns into. Oh, hang on, Josh.
What?
Hang out for a minute. We're going to close up. Remember, we was going to hang out and see you over just a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll go over with you. All right. Jenny Penny said he said a ripple turns into a wave regarding donations to him. That's true. I guess that's true. He does get a lot of donations. Well, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. And thank you, Josh, for coming on. And thank you guys for all the interaction. I'm sorry for anybody who thought there was anything more than what it was. And I'm sorry that if I caused anybody any damage or triggered emotions. We'll be back on live stream tomorrow night. Probably let's go for 10 o'clock. Until then, this is The Stand.